If you guys want to know when we talk about certain gaming things, or anything for that matter, please check the description of this video. All the timestamps, all the links are there for you to follow along with us. Let's make sure the record button hit. Hit it. And what's up, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Night Wolfcast. This is episode 36 for the date of August 28th. My name is Wolfie, and with me are my special friends, Zero Miss 3.
Sup?
And Brian.
Oh, I'm special?
You're very special to me, both of you guys.
Oh.
And the other guy who's also dead. But
It's okay. I got Ghost Bert somewhere.
have you eaten, like, actually, since it's early in the morning, have either one of you eaten yet?
I just was eating a sandwich before we started.
Oh, I woke up.
Like, I just got home from work and nobody was online at the time, so I just made a sandwich and Scott's like, hey. I was like, oh, okay.
Guess I'm eating a sandwich now and doing the podcast.
I mean, I was prepared to do that. I was just
No,
really quietly.
That's what I eat it very quietly in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just woke up and I didn't eat anything yet, so this is gonna be fun. Doing this, I'm gonna be like, if you hear tummy growls, that means it's just my body telling me you should have ate first. But don't worry about it.
It's okay.
I'm
We'll
good.
just keep talking about food.
Just keep talking about food, General Sal.
Yeah.
Better yet, I got a better idea. Let's talk about all the nasty food so that it'll just not make you hungry.
It's gonna be it's gonna make my stomach go flaccid.
Yeah.
Clams.
How do you like that canned sardines?
Mm.
I've never had sardines before.
I hear they're super salty.
Well, it depends on the canned sardines. Sometimes they'll cook it in like tomato sauce so it doesn't taste like shit.
Ooh, I know. Jarred pig's feet.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I need to
Ugh.
try those too.
How
I'll try
about
everything
chicken
once.
feet too?
Huh?
How about? I was gonna say, how about fried chicken feet? Gross.
I'll try anything once.
How about cow
Nope.
tongue?
Nope. Nope. How about cow
I'll
penis?
try it once.
I've had cow tongue.
What about cow dick?
You know, there was a show, and they had a.
Fear
They were
Factor?
I don't know. It was. I don't remember the show. It was on one of the. I think it was on
Like Battle Channel?
Discovery Channel.
Oh.
But
Oh.
they had a group of people, and they went to a testicle fair?
A festival
everything
for
all-
balls?
Yeah.
A ball parade?
It's everything related to testicles, but they also have this thing where they have a penis smoothie, a cow penis smoothie. They blend in a freaking cow penis that's cooked,
What the fuck?
and then they have to
Oh.
drink it. It's gross.
Well, I mean, if it's blended,
Gross.
you just have to drink it. I don't imagine it's that bad.
It's still
I-
gross.
Yeah,
I
but it's
still-
probably
The
worse
thought-
chewing
the
on it.
thought-
It's all rubbery and like muscly and just floppy.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you get the bones out of it.
But yeah, I remember there was a little segment about that. The guys, they didn't know about it, and then they told them, and they were like, "Why?"
Yeah, that would probably be my reaction.
But
Like,
but then again, they're eating freaking cow testicles on a fucking plate, kind of like meatballs, and then I'm just like,
Ugh.
"Ugh."
I
Well,
mean, if you
if I
want
wasn't
meatballs,
hungry
that's the
before,
best
I'm
place
not
to get it.
ugh.
Genital festival. Excellent.
It's everything just about that.
You know,
You-
All about
the
eating
great
mountain
ones like Burning Man. Well,
all
oh,
about eating those
That's
mountain
better.
oysters.
oh yeah, that's the Rocky Mountain
Why do they-
oysters.
it's worse that they call them that. Like,
Hey, it's a
Mm.
good nondescript way to just make sure you eat it without knowing exactly what it is.
no, because if someone calls something an oyster, I'm like, well, nope, fuck you, I'm not eating it.
That's
They deep
true, some
fry
people
shit,
don't like
too.
oysters.
No,
I was gonna say, speaking of genital festivals, we should talk about what we've been doing these past few weeks since the last podcast.
Wow,
Nice
that-
segue.
that's
How
what
many-
makes you think of that.
Yeah, so we'll start with you, Scoots. How many genital festivals did you go to? since the last
I am the
podcast.
master of it. As in, there was madness and there was a lot of mania. As in Sonic Mania.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
nice transition.
It's very fast.
I guess that's something we all played. Why don't we
Yes,
go
we
ahead
all
and have a
played
nice little talk about
Yeah.
Sonic Mania?
I think there's a lot to talk about Sonic Mania.
There's a lot to talk about.
Ugh,
So,
just thinking about it.
I kind of want to play it right now.
Right.
We should just stop the podcast and play Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Podcast is over. Thanks for listening, everybody.
You can
Play
just
me
live
out.
stream and we'll just jump on and just do an audio one or something, and we'll just
Hey, there's an
about
idea.
Sonic Mania.
We'll start doing like live podcasts. That
Oh,
would,
God.
yeah, we'll just do it live. We'll work that in the future. But for now,
Yeah.
Uploading on the raw.
Yep, that's right. Oh,
So, Scoots, how'd you enjoy it?
It was
There
everything
you
I
go.
want. It was everything I wanted it to be.
I think we can all agree on that one.
yeah.
You,
It-
you
it-
remember a long time ago, Justin, when we talked
Mhm.
about this before Sonic Mania? How I mentioned, I think it was during Sonic 4 episode
Yep.
1.
Yeah,
I was
it
all
sure
like-
was.
They need to make more games like this, but they need to go all the way back to the older style because I like
Mhm.
that better.
We did say that.
We did.
You asked and they answered
Yep.
They did.
with a beautiful gift wrapped by.
They gave me. They gave me the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator melting in the lava with the thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah. They were like, okay, we're going down in smoke, but we're gonna give you one good
They went
final
down with a
push.
bang.
They were just like, yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, all I was gonna say was, like, it's funny. Sega, people have been begging Sega for a new 2D Sonic game in this style, this vein of, like, classicness. And it took them hiring a passionate Sonic fan to finally get that.
Oh yeah. But
Like,
hey, I mean,
It was a
I'm
group of
totally glad
people.
with it. Like, if they have to keep doing that, like, they'll just let him do all the Sonic from here on out. It's fine.
just make him Sonic Team.
Yep.
Him
alone, just-
headcanon, yeah. Him headcanon, and the other guys
And
that did
T.
this
Lopez.
game.
The
Exactly, T.
new
Lopez.
Sonic.
Is the soundtrack is just so good.
It's it's so good.
Except for Oil Ocean. Fuck Oil Ocean.
I love Oil Ocean.
Oh.
Don't you ever talk crap about Oil Ocean.
I hate it. As soon as I like walked in that stage, I was like, "Oh, come on!"
Yep, and
I was
you,
like-
you know what the best part was? Didn't you talk about how you didn't like Sandopolis that one time?
Yeah,
in the last
I know.
podcast.
Because you have to worry about the switches.
Guess what? That's what
fucking-
Oil
yep.
Ocean had.
Yeah.
Good old
Yeah.
switches.
Well,
I wish
see,
they have a
actually,
ghost coming after you.
well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it hurts you, but I didn't actually realize it was draining your rings for the longest time.
I realized it as soon as I saw like my rings
I
flashing. I
saw
was like, "What the hell was happening?"
I
I was
didn't.
like,
I didn't notice it because then it took me until I was doing a playthrough and I finally got Supersonic,
mhm.
and I was just running around and like all of a sudden I'm out of rings. I'm like, "What the?" I was like, "I swore I had some," and then I realized when you don't pull it, it's draining them.
"Oh yeah."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!"
I love how they were just able to like listen. We can't necessarily do Sanopolis Zone, but we can do Oil Ocean Zone. Why don't we just combine the two?
Yeah, we know you hated both of these levels. But here we're
We're
gonna
just
make it
gonna-
work for you.
I actually liked it, but like when I think about it, I'd rather have Mystic Cave. But problem about that was Lava Root Zone.
That's true. Yeah. Well, yeah, cause yeah, you're definitely right. Cause I'm thinking about it. If they wanted to be like really crazy about it, they could not have Act 1 and Act 2 and just have like zone to zone. But there's never been a Sonic game that just without having an Act 1 or Act 2 at
Yeah.
least. So like if they were just like Lava Reef Zone Act 1 and then it transitions into Mystic Cave Act 2 or something like that, that would just be like it would throw people off. But it would be cool just to see how you could transition between those stages like that.
Yeah.
I like the way they, took you between stages in this one.
That was really cool, but there
It was
were
pretty
times
creative.
when they didn't do it, where it would just
Yeah.
fade to black and you were just there. That's my only complaint, because if you're
I think
gonna
they
do
only
the
did
stage,
it, like what, once or twice though.
yeah, it only happened a few times, but like still, like if you do the stage transitions, like I expect it for like all of them. Sonic 3 and
Oh,
Knuckles had a stage transition for every stage. It's a minor nitpick, but like that.
Yeah, but,
But like,
I mean,
yeah,
No, I was actually surprised there was no Ice Cap Zone.
I am perfectly fine with that.
You don't like Ice Cap Zone?
I love
Hey,
Ice Cap
well,
Zone.
The level itself is fine. I don't care too much for the soundtrack, just because it's. I
That's a
didn't like the
controversial opinion.
soundtrack.
People love Ice Cap Zone.
I know. I see
Michael
that. I'm like,
Jackson shows.
I see so many people. I mean, yeah, I get it. And like I see so many people that like, oh, I love Ice Cap. I'm just like, well,
Let me
like,
think about that.
like, just...
Let me guess, you're one of those
It's
people that like Carnival Night Zone.
in Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Or is that the one from Sonic 2?
That's Sonic 3.
Yeah, no, the Sonic 3 one, fuck that one.
It's pretty good.
That level is such a just dick. Just
It's
because, like, you can't speedrun that shit easily.
oh, you can.
Or
It's
at least I
just
can't. Maybe it's just I suck, but still.
it's one of those things where it's like I imagine Ice Cap Zone. I had a general like assumption, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's early. Forgive me. I'm not good with words right now, but I had this idea where it's like I think it's the Michael Jackson estate, where Michael Jackson was cool with Sega and constantly like, going back and forth and doing collaborations like with Space Channel 5 and Sonic and stuff like that. Once
Yeah.
he passed away and his father took over, his father, who is a known scumbag now at this point, is probably like, what the hell's a Sega? What do they want to use our music for what?
They want to use his music for furries? What?
They want to use the music for OCs. I don't think so. Pay us $1 million, and Sega's like, fuck that shit. And that's why we haven't had Sonic 3 and Knuckles ported since then. Even though Christian Whitehead has like, he was like, I don't know if you guys saw the video he put out of like Sonic 3 and
On the
Knuckles
phone?
running on the phone.
Oh,
was
I've
like-
seen the clip of it, I think.
Yeah. And I was like, he basically got the game working like perfectly in that on a phone. And I'm like, if Sega had the rights to the music for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I'm 100% sure they would have done it by now. Sonic 3 and Knuckles on phones, and then ported it, again.
It'd be cool if they did, because like I've got Sonic 1. They don't have 2, or at least on iPhone they don't have 2. They have Sonic 1 in CD.
Huh. I think 2's on Android devices. I'm pretty sure 2 was.
But it used to
I
be
do
on
remember
iPhone. I
2.
owned it on there a long time ago, and then they got rid of it.
Oh,
And I was
I
like,
probably
I was
delisted
like,
it.
I bought this, so I was like, are you just gonna give me the money back? And they're like, no, sorry, we can't do nothing. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I heard of every like update on iPhone or something like that, it kept screwing up how the game worked,
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, we're not gonna keep updating Sonic 2. It costs money to do that.
Well, then
So-
they put back 1 in CD on there. Still haven't seen 2. But then like it's free to download, but you have to pay to get rid of the ads.
Ah,
And I was like, well, I've already bought this before when it came out, and they're just like, sorry.
gotta pay again.
So just $2 gone. I was like,
That's just how
whatever.
it goes. That's why I don't.
Oh.
That's why I don't game on phones.
I mean, I just do it when I'm like super bored, waiting like, if I have to pick up my sister or something, or sitting like, I don't know, if I have to go like say the DMV or something. I'm just sitting there bored.
That's why
See?
I bust out 3DS.
You're
can't
both wrong.
Play any
You-
good Sonic games on the 3DS.
Look, you're both wrong. You
What
can't
are you
play
gonna
on
say,
your
Switch?
phone. Yeah, you can't play on your phone.
Okay,
you can't
well,
play it on your 3DS.
I
You
know
bust
in
out the Switch.
In my defense, they didn't. This was all. I was playing Sonic on my phone before the Switch even came out.
But theoretically speaking, you should have had it already in
Yes,
your mind to
nowadays.
play the Switch.
Well, yes, like now today, if I were to do something on board, yeah, I'll have my Switch on me. But
Yeah, but past you should have known. You should have had like the diagram and the plans for the Switch back in the past
should've.
before it existed, and been like,
I
yeah,
should have
I
been the
don't need to
person
play
that
on my
patented
phone.
the Switch.
Exactly. You could have sued
Yeah.
Nintendo and got all the ones.
It's all my fault.
Look, I too am guilty of doing that. I played a lot on the 3DS, out like a dumb idiot back then. But now that I have a Switch, I'm better now. Don't need to play 3DS anymore. In fact, I'm gonna just pick this thing up right here. I'm gonna throw it into the trash where it belongs, over there.
Yeah.
Hope that picked up on the audio.
Like, hey,
Damn,
hey,
Justin.
hey,
What are
you
you
know
gonna
what?
What are you gonna do about Metroid?
Oh fuck.
No, wait,
Oh,
hey,
man, I'll be right back.
Wait, Scott. He doesn't need the 3DS because there's that new 2DS XL.
You're not helping.
No.
I've been
Ow.
intentionally not helping.
Oh, why do they keep making new ones? I hate
don't.
it.
Didn't they discontinue 3DS in Japan or something?
One of them. I think it's the old
It's
new
the old-
3DS.
Oh,
Yes,
not the new 3DS XL
No, not-
with the SNES button style layout.
No.
Basically, what I bought Ghost Birds.
the old new 3DS. I like how we have to say that.
Old new
The old new 3DS
XL
model.
times
XL.
5.
XLI.
Pikachu exclusive Samus Aran exclusive edition.
5-second on the online edition.
Buy now and you can get it for $2.99 without a charger edition.
Exact. Oh yeah, that's true.
Just,
Oh.
just fuck Nintendo. Like, come
God
on.
damn it! It's so. We're gonna get into them later. Oh wait, we went on a tangent. Sonic Mania.
We did.
Yeah.
We didn't. Scott didn't even get to finish his Wii.
I know
Yeah.
I didn't.
Sorry.
So why don't we just summarize? Well, I want to keep talking about Mania, but
Yeah.
Let's
we
do it.
got we
I
got
don't know
podcasts
your-
to get through.
I was gonna say I need to get your opinion on Mania.
Yeah.
There's
Me?
some more things on Mania.
Why me?
Well, because I haven't talked to you since the last podcast.
Oh, that's true. I apologize. We should
No,
be
it's fine.
closer. I should start calling you up and telling you how I felt. Be like,
Well,
listen,
I don't know
here's
if
what I
Scott told
think.
you because I was telling him about it, but I caught like the last 3 stages of when you were streaming the other day.
Yeah.
Because I just like woke up for work and I was just sitting there getting ready for work and I'm like, oh hey, look, he's online, and I was just sitting there watching you.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And I was like,
Appar-
oh dude. I was
Apparently,
just,
I
like,
freaked
sitting
up
there
that stream because I was like streaming at 30 frames instead of 60.
Yeah.
It looked fine. I think it was just Scott or Bert complaining because it looked fine to me.
Yeah. Well, you're probably not crazy into frames like they are.
I'm not.
Yeah, so it's
Bert
fine.
is 100% frame master.
You know, I'm gonna put the
Like,
blame.
the shit doesn't look right.
I'm gonna put the blame on him because he should have said something in the chat so I could fix it.
Well,
Oh,
especially
shit.
when you're playing like old school games, like I don't look at frames. I'm just like, hey, look, a game.
Exactly. But
Here,
I'll probably have
hold
to
on.
redo that.
I'll tell Ghost Bert he's wrong. Ghost Bert, you're wrong.
Tell it to the jar. I'm gonna have to do a Knuckles playthrough on 60
Yeah.
in 60 frames to make
I-
up for it.
You'll see it.
I
You'll
did
see a
Knuckles and
difference.
Tails, and I fucking hate Tails' gameplay.
Tails?
Yes, his his control and his fucking flying, just I hate it.
Oh,
Too slow.
I was gonna say, are you one of those people that like tries to do like the double, not the double jump, but like when you bounce on an enemy, you try to get extra high by holding the button down, but you accidentally hit fly.
Yes.
Yep, that's a lot
And
of
then
people don't
once
like
you get
Tails.
up in the air, it takes Tails forever to actually come back down. You're just like, today, please.
Mm-hmm.
Like even as Super Tails or Hyper Tails or whatever you want to call him, he's fucking slow.
Slow
Sorry,
descenders.
Listen, Super Omega Ultra Tails.
Yeah.
We need Titan Tails from the comics, the one where he became super huge and muscly and ugly.
Yeah.
That'll be the
Yeah.
thumbnail, I bet. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like it.
Hey, that's what I'm doing in Final Fantasy 14 right now. Is beating up muscle men.
I was gonna say that's one of the worst things ever in the Archie comics. Was like for years they were hinting at Tails having like unlimited potential. Like he's gonna be stronger than Super Sonic and Hyper Knuckles
He's gonna
combined.
go Super Saiyan Tails.
He's exactly. He's like the Gohan. They're building him up, hyping him up like he's gonna be amazing. And then when it finally happens, he turns into fucking Titan Tails, this giant no neck muscle man with like a 24 pack. And he punches the fuck out of my Mogul, and that's it.
But it turns into Macho Man. Oh yeah!
He's like,
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw is ready. Where you going, Mammoth Mogul? I got you for 50 seconds till these rings run out.
Love it.
They love Macho Man. He's the
It's
best.
canon.
No.
It's not anymore in the comics. It's not.
Yeah.
They had that big old genocide event where they literally murdered like 3/4 of the entire Sonic universe and rebooted.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, it was huge.
They had the Dragon Ball Super it.
Yep, they were like, okay, Ken Penders wanted to act like an asshole. He can have his echidna characters in hell. So they had the big old Eggman wipes out the entire universe event. Only Sonic, Tails, Sally, Rotor, Bunny. I think Antoine died, maybe. I think those are the characters that carried over, and then the game characters, of course, the canon in-game characters carried over. That event was weird. I never got to actually read it. Maybe I'll do a video on it one day. But yeah, back to Sonic Mania. I think, if I'm gonna be so bold, fellas, to say this, now that I've had time to think it over, I think Sonic Mania may very well be one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. But
Oh yeah.
not not better than Sonic CD. I think
You're gonna
it's
say
it's a
number two?
close
Yeah.
second.
I'd almost say they're tied for first. Just
Mm.
because. Okay, so when we talked about Stardust Speedway's music at first,
Mm-hmm.
like I'll be honest, I'll say it right here, right now. At first, I did not care for it, but after
Right.
playing the level, one of my freaking favorites.
Oh, so you had
Like
a turnaround.
when I got into that level, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing on my TV. I got the sound bar, and so I got a good audio from it. And
Right.
you get into that level, I was just like, whoo! I was just like,
You,
that's nice.
you got that good old Sonic CD feeling when you heard that music. You're
Yeah.
like,
I was like, man. And then now Act 2,
mm-hmm.
nah, not so much, not so much.
Oh, really? I thought that was the one that it had your favorite part. The
Well, it did, but it's kind of different. It was not bad. I'm not hating on it. It's just
it's
not
it,
what I
it,
was. It's not as good as Act 1.
Oh, I was gonna say. Speaking of
my-
which,
Well, I was gonna say my favorite of all that
oh
is
yeah,
that
what is
Metal
it?
Sonic boss battle.
Oh,
I tell you what, as soon as the
like
you get to him on the projector, I just sat there and I was like, oh yeah. I was like,
I like how they took the animation from Knuckles Chaotix when he puts himself into that machine.
yeah, that machine. Yeah, that was a really nice touch.
I thought that whole thing was fucking cool. You
That
know,
whole
running
section,
up
yeah.
the ramps or whatever, and you got the giant Eggman statue building in the background.
It's
I was
really
like, God,
cool.
it's so fucking good.
I was like, man, they went above and beyond like what they could have done with this. They could have just did the Metal Sonic race again, and I would have been happy.
Right? I was super giddy the whole time. I was like,
I love,
this shit's made my day.
I love when you get to like the final half. It's just like him and the Knuckles Chaotix machine, but he's summoning like little Game Gear Sonics with the Game
Oh,
Gear
yeah.
noses. I love
Yeah.
that shit. I hated that boss at first because I was like, I can't figure out how to hit him. And I
No,
was like,
yeah, I sat there and I'm like, because I just kept hitting the little Sonics. I'm like, what the like, I was like, what is going on?
and then you like accidentally hit one into it, and you're like, oh, I
And
see.
it starts bouncing around everyone. I was like,
I
little
see
light
now.
bulb things in your head, and you're like,
You're like, I got it.
gotcha. And
That's
you
how
just
it
destroy him
works.
in like 2 seconds because you figured it out.
No, I'm thinking more about it. I honestly, you're right. You might be right. This might be tied with Sonic CD as like one of my favorites because like I'm really thinking back to all the like the cool moments. That's what Sonic is to me. Is like, besides the levels themselves, it's like moments when I can think of like certain moments that made me feel like seeing the hard-boiled heavies during boss battles. Like my favorite boss in that game is still the Studiopolis hard-boiled heavy battle, where you just
Yeah.
break through like the glass and all of a sudden you're just doing that
Oh, and
high-speed
and they're
battle.
chasing you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It's like the spectacle of like it makes you feel like wow. I'm like this is what Sonic is to me. Like just running fast and like fighting at the same time. It's just like it's a spectacle to me, and it really it just put. I was like, oh my god! When I first played it, I was like, this is amazing, and the music just goes with it. That's really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Like it's so good. So
So what's your favorite Sonic zone?
who are you asking?
Both of you.
Don't do me like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
that's it's
Are we-
ooh, that's
Are
rough.
we breaking
on
it
the
down into
spot.
categories or just we have to pick one? Because like I've got a favorite for music. I've got like
Okay.
a top 2 or 3 for music, and I got just a top 1 for like just enjoying the level itself.
Okay, how about this? We'll say favorite level for music, favorite level for like level, and then we'll say favorite boss.
Okay.
You go first. I'm putting you on the spot because I
Oh.
need time to think.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess favorite for music, it'll have to be Stardust Speedway Act 1. Favorite actual level to just play. I like Titanic Monarch a lot.
Oh,
thought
you're
that was
you're
interesting.
in the minority there.
Yeah, I really thought it was interesting. The music there was really cool too, and I don't know, the level was just kind of like chill, but it was dragged out a little.
It was, yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. I guess my favorite boss battle is Metal Sonic 1.
Oh yeah. You
That shit-
use like
I
like
get
the
giddy
whole
every
setup.
time. Every time I replay it, I'm just like, yeah.
I lost my shit when I saw that. When I first saw the future sign, and it said future, and he
As
started. I
soon
was
as
like,
you blow up the generator, I was like, oh, that's fucking cool.
yeah. I was like, ugh, this Sonic CD. I
I was
got
like,
really
oh,
giddy.
fan surface is just spewing all over us.
I
You had the
couldn't
muscle.
take it.
You had the muscle man squeal scream.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was so good. I'm trying to think. For me, I would say favorite level for music would be that this is rough because I was thinking at first I love Studiopolis, but I have
Yeah.
to give it to Metallic Madness.
I like Metallic Madness. That was
I love that level, and it's also my favorite level in the game.
yeah.
Ugh.
It's so
Act
weird
2
because
was my favorite.
it's so good. I just love the. It's like if you updated Metallic Madness, that's what I really wanted it to be, and it's like favorite boss would have to probably still be Studiopolis. The Sonic Advance 2 style run with the enemy sort of deal.
Yeah.
I'm very basic like that. I thought it was gonna be Stardust Speedway, but when I got to Metallic Madness and I heard like the remix music, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And plus,
Yeah,
I like
it
the
was all,
whole
like-
going into the background and foreground thing. It was really cool for me.
Actually, you know what? Even though I'd played CD, like I wasn't thinking of that, and so when that happened, I'm like, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Like I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't realize I went into the background. I was like, what?
They didn't even do that in CD. That was just like that was something they added new.
Well, they had the
I like that part.
part where you like
really.
rotate in the background, like do the
Oh
shutters
yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
true. Yeah, the little shutter. You're right. Not quite all the way in the background like they did here, but yeah.
No, yeah, it was just more of the behind the bar.
Yeah, that was really cool too, man. It's just. What about you, Scoots? What were your favorite level music, level, and level boss?
Okay, for music, it was Metallic Madness Act 1.
Damn, you're like,
I like,
me.
I like the vocals.
They had vocals in Act 2.
And he had
Yeah.
like the rap in
Like
there.
Act 2 because it seemed more like oh shit, something's going on.
I think the first one had like the female vocals mixed in with like the rap, and the second one was just like I forget what the
Just
second
the
one
rap.
sounds like. Yeah, just the rap.
It was just the like it was more hectic sounding, and then it had like some like I guess rapping in the background.
I do have a second place theme I like too.
What's
Go
that?
for it.
Oil
Dude,
Ocean
Mm.
Act
I
1.
love-
No,
Oh, I was gonna go at Act 2 because I like the extra reverb
I mean,
they
Act
put
2
in
is
there.
good. It's
I
just
see. I like the Act 2 on all of them because they remix it.
Exactly.
They
Yeah,
remixed all
yeah, you're
of them,
right.
and I was like, I like this take on it. Like that's pretty cool.
Like, how do you remix a remix?
They did it.
you can't beat the original. Like the
Hey, you can.
no, that zone is good.
It's
Oil
really
Ocean
good.
should have stayed in Sonic 2.
Whatever.
No,
Best
I,
speedrunning stage ever.
I will respectfully disagree. I
Then,
go on.
that was also the zone I liked.
Oh really?
Unfortunately.
What about the boss zone? Zone boss, act boss, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Do the Act 1 bosses count?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
he picked Studiopolis Act 1 boss.
Mhm, yeah, I did.
Oh, it's gonna be sexy.
What'd you pick?
All right, Hydro City Act 1.
Yeah.
Boss.
Which one was that again? Was that the one where
Were
you're
you
getting
piloting
propelled? Oh,
yeah,
you're
it's in
picking up
reverse.
Eggman in his little swimsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Scuba
kind
gear.
of cool. I was like,
Get the business.
but then like those little bombs you drop, they don't do nothing.
They don't.
Oh, they do. If you drop it on the if you drop it on the bombs, it gets
Well,
rid
yeah,
of them.
they diffuses it, but like half the time I just miss. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I love
You
that.
just
It's
drag him
just-
up into the propeller.
Yeah, I was
it's
like,
really
I'm
brutal.
in supersonic, so I was like, I can't get hurt. So I was like, whatever.
Just keep holding it.
That's what he gets for hating furries.
He just that's exactly Eggman hates furries. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
You're getting sucked into his propeller.
Oh,
I
you
like-
remember that?
I do. Oh, I hate that game. I don't like it. That's a fan game. I'm glad they didn't get that guy to make this game.
Scott tricked me into looking at it.
Oh, that game is. I mean, I like the concepts they had, like the cool like running vertical and stuff like that, levels and stuff like that. But everything else about it could go to hell. I just
Especially the
remember.
end.
Oh yeah, I especially remember I loved Lava Reef Zone Act 2 with the electric guitar playing
Yeah.
over it.
Oh,
That
it wasn't bad, yeah.
I love that
Yeah,
one.
It's kind of calming. Well, that's why I think that's why I like Titan Monarch because it was like it was calming, kind of like Lava Reef Act 2 is.
The
but then,
the
like,
first act of Monarch.
It's got that kind of like badass part coming in like afterward.
like with the like doomsday sounding bells in the background.
Yeah.
Hell's
Yeah.
bells.
Oh, and while I'm on the subject, the technical final boss with Eggman, not Supersonic Boss. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where he's in the
Tentacle thing?
vines.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, am I the only one that thought of the final boss for Undertale
Huh.
with Flowey? Because he's got all the like monitors flashing, and then he's got like the vines on him, and when it's on the shadows before it's revealed, I was like, this looks really familiar.
Maybe.
And then he
It took me a
summons
while
you.
to figure out what he was doing for a
Yeah,
while with
yeah.
that. And then I realized, oh, I see what he's doing. And he got little magic hands, the gropey hands, take you back.
Yeah.
It was cool. See, I was thinking, I could be wrong on this, because what I took from that was, when you're doing Titanic Monarch, you're going into the past or whatever to destroy the egg robos before they become the heavies. Because I think that's them in the cars that you crash.
Oh well.
Because I think you go to every one of their respective areas.
Yeah, because there's four
through their portals.
doors, isn't there?
Yeah, I think. I'm
mean,
assuming. Maybe. I could
that
be
wouldn't
wrong.
be too far of a stretch, but I never thought of that.
Because I think if you do that in the past, it kills them. Thus why Eggman summons you to different time periods to fight them again during the Grumpy Hand battle. But I could be wrong.
Huh. That could. Huh. That's an interesting thought, actually.
It's an interesting. It's just a theory. A game theory. I did it.
I did not expect you to go there with that.
I did it. See, we have all the ties of this podcast. Thanks, Matt Pat from Game Theory.
Yeah.
No
Hit us up,
problem.
we just solved your video.
I'm Sonic. So I'd give.
Well, if you're gonna go into Sonic theories, we gotta talk about the true ending theory.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't. I've been slacking because I've been trying to do funny stuff for it.
Oh.
I still gotta upload my whole thing on YouTube. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
need to get that last emerald, so I'm working on it as we speak.
Oh well, when Scott told me about it, I was like, "Fuck it!" I just went and looked it up because I was like, "I'm curious."
Hmm.
I didn't wait.
Those emeralds are a bastard.
I don't.
Yeah, number 6 is the worst. Yeah, I can't imagine what number 7's like.
I got 7 like super easy. 6 took me forever.
It's just one of those. The 6 emerald is always the weirdest one. It's always the weirdest one for some reason.
It was so hard, and then I get to 7, and I was like, I got in like less than a minute.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Number 6 is the worst. I hate it so much.
Especially in Sonic 2.
Yeah.
With a half pipe, God forbid, if you have Tails with you, you're not getting that 6 emerald. He's gonna screw you up.
I've seen people do it, surprisingly.
Oh yeah, if you're skilled enough, but like in general, that one's brutal.
Yeah, no, that's worse. That's the worst.
I'm really glad they went with the special stage they did on this one than the half pipes. I'm not gonna lie. Scoots, you hate half pipes, but I'm getting sick of them, honestly.
Yeah.
They're used almost the majority of every Sonic. Sonic Rush had it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I was the one who gave you my I was the one who gave you my DS. I was like, do it. Do the final one.
I had to do it for you. I remember that. The
I was
half
too
pipes
scared I was gonna destroy my screen.
half pipes suck, dude. But yeah, I'm glad they went with the UFO chase. That's a lot more fun.
It was fun.
It gets frustrating, but it's fun when you're like I'm so close.
It's easier to do as Knuckles. I don't know if any of you've done it, but it's easier to do.
Can you glide in
Knuckles.
that? I haven't played Knuckles at all yet. Oh, okay.
No, you can't glide, but his like turning is way easier than Sonic.
Yeah, his is definitely easier.
Oh really? So they have
Knuckles
different
as well.
controls.
Yep.
Oh, so
Like
I imagine Sonic goes
kinda
faster.
feels like when you turn, he's just kind of like he feels like he's dragging a little bit or whatever.
Yeah, he drifts.
Like Knuckles is just like an immediate like sharp turn, like whoop.
Oh.
So it's easier to do the jump and like turn over the corners and shit.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play Knuckles.
The key to those are definitely jumping.
Oh yeah, jump. Yeah. But you do lose momentum when you jump. I noticed that because I was like right on a UFO, but I had to jump over like a bomb, and I noticed
There's
the UFO
actually
just
a
like
glitch that I found out, and I thought I did something wrong, and then I saw it on a video someone did on a YouTube video.
Are you talking about Darkspine Sonic? How he speed runs those by like using like he doesn't get to like Mach speed 2. He just like ricochets off walls really fast using the momentum.
Yeah. If you turn and like bounce into the wall really fast, like the UFO will actually turn around and like face towards you.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, because like I wasn't paying attention when the level started, and so I smacked the wall, and I look up, and he's just like, the UFO's coming right at me, and I was like, what the? And then I got the Chaos Emerald, and I was like, okay.
That works.
Yeah, I don't know if it works on
Sonic
everyone because I
boy.
couldn't get it to work, but it works on like the first two.
Crazy stats.
Weird.
But yeah, Sonic Mania. It's if you claim to be a Sonic fan and you don't own this game, you'd better be a Steam person or a PC person, because you would better have this
You
game.
can't even use that as an excuse.
Well, I'll give you a pass as long as you're getting the PC version. But if you don't freaking get this game and you call yourself a Sonic fan,
You've got
give me your Sonic fandom card.
Yeah.
You don't deserve it.
it comes out the 29th, so you better get it.
I'm checking every single viewer, listener of this podcast, checking every single human being on this planet on the
Yeah, that's the other
29th.
thing is I don't
Well,
know
Mike
if
Hager
you've
will
seen
come
it.
after you.
I
I
don't
don't
know
want that guy coming after you. He
I don't
doesn't
know if
give
it's
up.
still up, but yeah. So if you go on Steam, because I'm assuming because it's delayed, you can get it for $17.
I'd probably pre-order
you
it and then get your free
$2
Sonic
off.
1 copy.
Oh, you mean the
Meanwhile,
game I
my
already
Steam-
have?
I was saying, meanwhile, my Steam Collector's Edition is just sitting over there, still unopened, an RFB.
An RFB.
An RFB.
NRFB!
Never remove from box!
Scott broke that rule
I sure did. It's
Oh.
right here behind me.
for my viewing pleasure.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah, YouTube
I
video
was
on
one
it.
of the few people who put the batteries in the thing and flipped the switch.
Yeah, thank God. So beautiful. I'm still sad, but it's whatever. I'll get over it.
They made a Twitter message just for that.
It's real good. I like that you did that too. But yeah, I guess that's... We talked for nauseum at Sonic Mania. We could talk about it more. In fact, we could probably just have a Sonic Mania cast eventually. But
You know what? Take all this gaming news and all this other crap.
replace it with Sonic Mania.
Let me just delete all this and update it for you. Just put a
Sonic
big
Let me
Sonic
just-
Mania.
Let me just wrap it up into a bag. You see this?
I see it.
Throw
I
it.
don't. I don't see it. I didn't see it.
I saw it. Don't worry about it. I saw
Throw
it.
it.
Is that a Walmart bag?
How do you know?
You know it's a Walmart bag.
How do you know it's a Walmart bag now? Oh, it's a Chinese bag.
I'm sitting
God.
right next to you.
I still don't see anything.
What else did you do this week, Scoots?
Besides that, playing Final Fantasy 14. As you can tell, I'm still playing Final Fantasy 14 because I told you I was
That's
beating
not-
up muscle men. Whatever.
Are you, are you beating
Sorry,
up
sorry.
from Wamu and then from JoJo? The Pillar Men?
Oh. Yeah,
Love those guys.
there was a quest on this thing because I was doing the summer festival stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a quest thing where you have to get a telescope and you have to spy on bikini women. And these muscle men get in your way, right? And they start flaunting their junk. I was like, no! They're all flexing and flaunting their junk, and it's like it's trying to get in your way, and I'm just like, I don't want to see that.
Oh man.
Cock blocking you in more than one way.
And you have to work your way around it just to get to the women. I'm like, what the heck is up with this game? But it was really, really interesting. They even got to fight an old boss from one of the Final Fantasy games, number 6, Ultros, the giant octopus thing, the pervertive octopus.
I was gonna say, was he shaking his dick around?
No, but the description was really good for the Fate boss battle. It said that he is basically losing his urge. Basically, he's losing himself, and he can't control his urges around women, and he just lost control. And it says that you need to defend the lady's honors from him. And I was just laughing. I was just like, it's so true.
Wow.
But yeah, I've been playing that. Been playing it with a group of friends, actually. Helping them out. Actually got someone into it recently that never really plays MMOs.
Is that
He's been
someone
liking
me?
it a lot. What's that?
Is that someone me?
No,
Oh,
you don't like MMOs.
I don't.
Unless it's Phantasy Star.
I wouldn't call that an MMO.
technically can be.
That
reminds
not
me,
in the
Fantasy-
vein of of MMOs that people know.
Reminds me, Fantasy Star. You should go to Ship 2 now. Go to the beginners room because everyone goes to the beginners room now.
Oh.
It's quite the spectacle. You want to know what I see in that room? Besides a lot of people, there's a lot of people on stripper poles. That's a new emote, and I'm just like, why is that there?
Some anime probably had it.
And then there's like a giant cast guy that's always there that looks oversized, and he has these like oversized tubes and stuff all over him. And he starts doing the stripper pole thing, and I just start laughing because it looks so weird.
Yeah.
It looks like a garbage ball just moving around a pole. But yeah, they also have the new, like I said, episode 5 stuff. I told you guys about that a while back.
You did.
Or at least to Bert.
I don't think you mentioned it to me. I don't remember.
No, not you, to Bert, really. This is before you.
Well, no, but I mean, at some point, I think you said something.
Pre-Brian era.
Yeah, pre-Brian era. This is before he was built.
2 episodes ago.
Before he existed.
He wasn't built to be ready yet.
I was
People don't
know
to be
this.
this way.
But he was actually built like a few months ago to replace Bert on this
Yeah,
podcast.
so if anyone has any complaints, it's his fault. He built me this way.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very robotic, you know.
Oh,
It's true. Yeah, he's glitching out today, but the show must go on.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's
a work in progress with the firmware. I'll figure it out.
Maybe if I just scream at my computers, it'll fix itself. I'll fix myself.
You must hide yourself while you fix yourself.
I don't know what's canon anymore.
What else did you do, Scoots?
Jeez. Besides playing Final Fantasy 14, I've been also modifying arcade stick.
How's that been going for you, buddy?
Actually, pretty good. I already told you need to get a tension spring.
You have been telling me that.
That actually makes a big difference. Especially for Tekken, because, that arcade stick right now that you have, since it's so loose, I don't know if you actually tried like moving it to the left and letting go of the stick. And watching your character move back and then forward because of it can't like get the neutral position right.
Oh, I was gonna say, because of the way I grip the stick, I never actually let go of it. Like my hand is always you know how there's picture graphic of like people holding sticks, like there's different styles. Right. Some people do the champagne glass hold. I do it
you do the claw.
Let me see if I can find it. Quick stop for time while I look up the graph. I'll put it in Discord.
Insert Jeopardy music.
No, insert this.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to answer that stuff.
I want JPEG for 400, please.
JPEG.
Which one?
I don't know. Isn't that what Justin's looking for? A picture?
Here.
Picture?
This is how I hold it. Except more grippy, like my hand, like that. It's like the ball's in my palm instead of my fingertips.
Huh. So I wonder how would you handle a bat top?
That's why I couldn't handle it anymore, because I'm so used to the ball top now. I have to hold the ball in my palm, kind of like that. I guess something more like this is accurate.
So then, I think maybe you would benefit with the 2-pound spring. There was also what was the thing? A thing that hits all the switches on your stick. Because of the arcade stick, if you actually look at the motherboard, they have these these plastic things with little switches on them, and that's what your stick's hitting. Oh. Whenever you move your stick, you hear a clicky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's a thing where you can this plastic thing that pretty much hits all of them. There's one that's an oversized one, so like you don't have to like fully move this around. You can just barely move it.
Oh, I see. The gates are smaller?
It'll make everything like pretty much smaller.
You have an
So
Octogate, right?
yeah,
Okay, you're like me then.
it's the only way I can
Eight
play. But
directions you can put your stick in. I like it.
yeah,
It's better than a square gate.
yeah. Square gates for Street Fighter people, I think.
It's for people who like squares.
Oh, don't be squared.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna modify your stick any further with like art or like getting new buttons on what parts or something like that?
See, I was looking into buttons. There's one, mechanical keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Sanwa like just like in that form.
Oh, really?
It's a custom Sanwa button.
How much is it? Is it like $5 a button?
I'd have to look at it again, but it was
Oh.
it was like $2 or something.
That's not
The
bad.
button, I think.
You need at least 6, so that's like what, $12? Not counting tax. It's not bad.
Yeah. But it was on one of the sites. It wasn't on Arcade Shock or Focus Attack.
Oh,
But yeah, besides the whole springs, I also put a bat top, and it's a really heavy aluminum green bat top.
how do you like it?
It's good. It's just really heavy,
Good.
and that's why I put a 4-pound spring inside my actual stick, so it could support it. Even though I think a 2-pound would work too.
You wanted extra weight.
Because if you tried moving your stick to the left, it automatically it would fling the stick. So like if you were doing Tekken, right, and I tried
Yeah.
to backdash and I let go, character will move forward twice
Oh,
because of the weight,
I see.
and then he'll scoot back because he'll fling back. That's why
How
I got
much
the
weight, huh?
spring.
Okay. That is bad. But
But I have
that's
the-
why I
I
grip
have the
my
Mad
ball top
Catz
like
tournament.
that. So
Yeah, I have the Mad Catz Tournament Edition TE 2 Plus, which is where there's a button in the center. You just press the button. You can open up the stick, and then you can actually do modifications. It's encouraged to do it.
yeah. Same
My
with
next
mine.
mod will probably be the mod where I can use it on the 360 and Xbox One.
Sounds like you'll be having fun.
Heck yeah! And this stick has so much room to where I can do that. Then I could play VF with you guys, even though we probably could do that on the PS3.
I would say that's where we play VF on the PS3. Is yours PS3, PS4 compatible?
Yeah,
Okay, then you'd be fine.
there's a little switch on mine, and I could use it for PC, obviously.
Yeah.
And you too can do the PC thing as well. You got the Hori, right?
No, mine's the Razer Panthera.
Oh, you got the Panthera? I thought you had the Hori one.
No, that was the old one. That one broke.
How'd that one break? Because I probably could fix it.
That one's long gone. It was the first stick I ever had. It was a crappy little $40 Hori stick. It's just the wire. Remember the wire I kept telling you about kept unplugging? Like, if you bent the wire a certain way, it would be like, this controller's been disconnected. And I was like, okay, well. That's when I got the Marvel stick.
I probably could have fixed that.
Oh. Probably. It would have cost more to send it and have you send it back because that thing it wasn't heavy. It was just it was whatever.
I mean, if you lived around here, everything would have been free.
Pretty much.
Just saying.
It's okay. I got a Marvel
everything
stick
would've
after
been
that,
free.
and then I sold it to Amazon for more money, and then I got this Razer Panthera stick. It's really good.
And
Is
what
that
was
what
the
you did for
Panthera?
your week?
What was the
Oh.
Panthera though? Was it the Xbox One one or?
It's the PS3. It's the PS4 one. Does PS3 compatible as well, and PC
Huh.
compatible. It's not bad. It's $200, but I only paid like 120 for it after using all the sweet Bing dollars I got.
Cannot believe you did that many searches for Bang just to get 120.
It's literally do searches every day and you get free money. It's the best program they have. I've gotten so many Amazon gift cards and GameStop gift cards. I've paid for a lot of things like that. It's like it only takes 5 minutes out of your day, and you accumulate points to get these things. It's really good.
Jeez. I might have to do that.
Start doing it. Literally, you'll be surprised. Every month you'll have like a $5 Amazon gift card. That stuff adds up
Google.
over a year.
Then not me. Then maybe I could possibly get that Metroid 3DS.
You could.
Just to, to piss you off, just because you're like, more 3DS.
I'm already smoking in anger. I chain smoke in anger when I get mad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
Careful,
smoke.
that's not too good for your health.
I've never
Make
smoked.
sure I'm gotta make sure I'm not around you because I might end up secondhand smoking there. Can't have that.
I've never smoked. I'm gonna go ahead and disclaimer that I've never smoked in my entire life. But is that what you did for your week?
Yeah, that's all for my week though.
And who do you want to pass the baton to? Who do you want to?
Brian.
Give it to Brian.
Robo Brian.
Robo Brian.
Shit, that's what your nickname.
Oh, that's gonna stick.
No. Yeah. I mean, besides the obvious that we spent like 40 minutes just talking about.
50 minutes.
That is 50 minutes. That is the glory of Sonic Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic game. I'm just gonna say it.
I mean, we were also playing Sonic 4 Episode 2, but...
We did, actually. That's a good point. Scott and I played Sonic 4 Episode 2. I was trying to do a gameplay for it.
How'd that
It's a
go?
work in
Bad.
progress.
And it sucks. The first attempt, I got a decent footage, only to find out that for some reason my computer only recorded Scott's audio.
Oh, I
mine.
hate that.
Even though I clearly remember turning microphone on, but it only picked him up for whatever reason. I was like, okay, fine, screw me then. So we tried it again.
He was using the NVIDIA Shadow Play if you really needed to know the first time.
Yeah, because I was just curious, because it always pops up when you load the game up. So I was like, all right, I'll see what you're about. And I tried it out, and it like works fine except for the audio part. So then I was like, all right, so we tried it again using OBS, and I completely forgot to square up the frame.
Oh.
So like the
One thing
gameplay and
after
audio's
the
there,
other.
but it's like in the top left corner focus the whole time.
That sucks.
So I was just like, fuck this. I was like, we'll do it later. But I was like, I'm not in the mood to do this again.
Yeah. But
I
we
don't
had
blame
fun.
you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that usually that's why I audio tested at 4 and
We've
stuff
been
like
doing position 69 attack like no
Oh,
other.
God. It's
that.
canon
Eggman
now.
hates
You
furry
mentioned
logo.
It's
Oh!
supposed to be like the whole highlight of the episode, and I keep screwing it up. So we've played the first like 2 episodes 3 times now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That does not
So
sound great.
eventually I'll get my shit together.
You will be a Sonic 4 Episode 2 master.
Yeah.
That's the only game that's online multiplayer, unfortunately.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
Mania isn't actually.
I'm sure it's better for it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would still have been fun just to mess around with it.
You
But
want versus mode.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
honestly, the way it's styled after the classic ones, probably
well, yeah, no, just
not.
for versus mode and the Mean Bean Machine mode and
Oh, you mean Puyo
Bean
Tetris?
Machine and
You know,
Knuckles
Puyo
mode.
Tetris is a game you can play if you want. If you want Mean Bean Machine, it's a really good game.
Yeah. I don't know if I wanna-
Don't play that guy in that game. He'll wreck your shit and he'll make you sad.
I
It's
believe
really
that.
fun. I love that game.
But yeah, besides failing at recording for episode 2, I finally saw Spider-Man: Homecoming
Oh, what do you
because
think,
it was
buddy?
surprisingly still in theaters. So I was like, screw this, and I jumped in the theater and went and saw it. First of all,
Nice.
my theater is amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, tickets are fairly cheap. I think for 2 tickets it was like $11.
that's really cheap for
Yeah.
2.
Nice.
And then, well, it was a matinee during the day, so
Ah.
I'm assuming they're pretty expensive at night or weekends. But so tickets were pretty cheap, and then I get into the theater, the auditorium or whatever you want to call it, inside the theater itself or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like most of them are usually like super wide.
Yeah.
This one was just really long. Like it was really stretched out, but the screen was like so huge you could still see everything just fine. And they have reclining leather seats.
Oh, your everything must be like mine. Okay, is yours a Sin Mark?
Nope, an
Okay, never mind.
AMC,
Ah,
and they have IMAX, and it was probably one of the best theaters I've been into.
nice.
I was like, damn, this is nice because like it's nice and cool inside, so it's just chill and the seats are so comfortable, except for when you're and it's like the reclining is like electric with a button,
Yeah.
but they're like so used when you do it, it's like squealing the whole time. So
Oh,
if someone's in the middle of the theater, that's annoying, but no one really did it, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
okay.
Yeah, I thought the movie was great.
It's a
I
really
liked it
good.
better than the Amazing Spider-Man.
That goes without saying. Making Spider-Man series was bad. It's really bad.
Yeah. Well, at first minute I was like, yeah, it's like alright, I can like this, but now that we have the Tom Holland experience Spider-Man, I was like, huh, this one's better.
Yeah, you just look back at it, you're like, in retroactively, just being like, yeah, that's not my Spider-Man anymore.
Although I was kind of like, I wouldn't say I was disappointed with the ending, but I was more like, wait, what? Because you know he's obviously gonna be in the Infinity War. He
Right.
declined teaming up with the Avengers, so I was like, well, I was like, why are we doing this in the Marvel movies? Like, you know, we're on the second, third, you know, take of every Marvel movie, supposed to lead up to the Avengers. Like, we should be seeing how everyone's getting pulled into this.
Yeah, they're building to it, I guess.
I feel like the first Infinity War movie is just gonna be a shit ton of exposition.
Or just a lot of
On-
fucking just everybody getting wrecked.
Yeah, well, it's like I'd like to kind of see, you know, how they put everyone together.
Yeah. I think he's still
But-
gonna be our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man for a bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
I mean, better than that, like I liked everything about it. It was pretty good.
It's really good. I liked it.
Like all the little like the opening when they have the Marvel flashing comics and
Yeah.
stuff, and like literally every other movie is just like the Marvel's theme or whatever. But this one was like the Spider-Man theme. I was like, oh, that's cool.
The 60s Spider-Man theme is really
Yeah,
good.
I was like, that's nice. I was like, I can get down with that.
The
They should do
orchestrated
that more
version.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was
Like
a
all
fun
the little
movie.
like jokes and nods to the other Avengers and shit they were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
Captain
except for
America showing
that, can I talk about that the in credit scene
Oh, you're talking about the
with
stinger at the
Captain
end?
America?
Yeah. That's
So, like,
amazing.
halfway through the movie, I already had to piss like no one's business.
Oh.
I was like, I gotta finish this movie. So I went through the whole credits, and then Captain America popped up. And the second he did, I was like, oh, don't tell me this is where they're going with it.
Oh, you got trolled.
And then I'm just sitting there, I was like, you son. I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Patience. Patience is an important thing. It helps win fights. Yeah, sometimes you wonder why you waited for something that was so minuscule.
Yeah.
It's just that long,
Well, then I like,
awkward
'cause then
pause.
he's like, how many more of these are we doing? And I was like, jeez. Like, it was funny, and like I thought it was funny, but at the same time, I was like, come on.
Yeah, like that was the one time Marvel was like, seriously, you're still here after the movie's done? We don't have a
Yeah.
stinger ready this time.
It's
Just
like I
here."
already had to go to the bathroom, and they just pretty much flipped me off just then. I was like, oh, come on.
That's funny.
But other than that, like I still had the humor in it, and I thought it was a good movie.
It's great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad I convinced you to go see it.
I'm glad it was still in my theater.
All right.
Like it was almost over a month since it came out, and I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's starting to phase out over here. I think we only got like one showing of it a day now.
I think they only kept it in because like no other movies have been coming out, but now that they're coming out at the end of this month
Yeah,
in September,
the
so
yeah, the fall is starting to. Well, I think we're transitioning out of the summer months into the fall
Yeah.
months. So
I caught right in time.
right, I think it is the next big movie coming out. I think that's
Yeah.
next week, isn't it? I think, or is it
Is
next
it?
next
I
week?
thought it was closer towards October. Could be completely wrong.
No, wait, I think it's September. Like in September, I forget.
Yeah, but well, like they had the Hitman's Bodyguard come out this last weekend. I think it was the 22nd.
Oh, I saw
I
that.
think
I
that
guess
was
that'll be
taken.
in part of my week.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see it.
Oh, I'll save it for when we get to my week then.
All right.
What else did you do?
Well, I mean, you can go ahead because that was all I did really.
Oh, okay. Well, time for
Oh,
my
it's
week.
September 7th, by the way, for it.
Okay,
You're
that is next week
in 2 weeks.
at the date of this release podcast.
Well, yeah, I guess it technically is.
It would be a week
3
after
days
the-
later.
Exactly. I played Sonic Mania like you three, too.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. You
Well,
know,
we should
I
talk
think.
about
You,
that.
you can say 3. Ghostbird is here somewhere.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. He's in the
Lingering.
jar. Right. It's not. It's not very good. I didn't think Sonic Mania was great. The
Yeah,
next
I
thing I did
mean,
that week.
could have done better.
No, Sonic Mania was amazing. I loved it. It's great.
God bless you,
Um,
Christian.
I also went to GeekCon at Shreveport, which was a follow up to, I guess, the last Comic Con event we had. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. This con was nowhere near as good as the one they had before. Uh, I forget what the last one was called. It was called. It wasn't Comic Con, obviously. It was something con. Maybe it was because it was also the first one I ever went to, but it was just like the first one was just like, wow, this is amazing. I got to fist bump the Vegeta voice actor. Got to meet the voice of Yu Narukami from Persona, and he does the Trigun voice as well. And he what's his name? What's his name? He was the Black Ranger after the black dude stopped being the Black Ranger. He's a famous voice actor now. I can't remember his name. I got him to sign stuff. I just don't remember what he voiced right now because it's too early in the morning. But I got to meet all these voice actors and everything. It was really fun.
That's cool.
This one, GeekCon, it took place in a different venue. And I don't know if people know this about me, but I can't stand cities at all. I hate them. I hate driving in cities. I feel claustrophobic when I'm in them. I get really like on edge when I'm driving because it's like there's all these one-way streets and shit like that, and there's like there's nowhere to park, and it's like not having anywhere to park for me gets me like super like high tense because I'm like, where the fuck? Because I see the building I need to go to, I see it. I'm driving in circles around this building, like driving blocks around this building, trying to find somewhere to park, and it's like all these places like, you can't park here. This is for this building only. I'm like, well, that building's across the street from this one. Where do I park? I'm just like, and I have to find a fucking parking garage, and you have to pay for it. I hate cities. I hate them.
Oh yeah.
So besides that, trying to get into the building itself was not fun. But then when I did get there, I was like, it was a bigger venue, but at the cost of like there were less vendors this time around. So like. There weren't that many places to like shop for like pop figures, and there weren't as many like cool stuff. Like the first con had like comic books, like comic book store like vendors and Funko Pop vendors and like Gundam, those custom figures you build when you open the box and stuff like that. Like those Gundam figures. They had a vendor dedicated just to that. They had like Pokemon vendors that just had like hundreds of Pokemon plushes and stuff like that. And like anime gaming shirts and stuff like that, custom vendors that made like the bead arts and stuff like that. All that was at the other con, but this one didn't have that much stuff. I didn't actually wind up buying anything from that con at all, which is amazing because I'm like, usually that's where I freak out and buy too much crap. The last video I did on a unboxing was from the con. There's just all the stuff I had found there, like the Sonic comics and the Funko Pops and all that. But yeah, it was disappointing this time around. Like, if they have a con again, I'm gonna make sure I figure out where the venue's gonna be. If it's not gonna be at the building they had last time, and it's gonna be at Shreveport Convention Center again, I'm just not gonna bother going. It's not fun to drive in that city at all. I hate it. Besides GeekCon, I had pre-order failures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you two know this. I mean, Scoots knows because we talked about it last night, but remember that crazy product called the Super Nintendo Classic?
Yeah.
I did remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, it's some crazy thing, you know. I don't think it'll catch on, but like they had some
Nobody
online...
wants this thing.
Nah, nobody wants it. It's just a gimmick. It's just a gimmick. It'll go the way of the Atari and the Genesis re-releases in like Walgreens and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. And you know, this product is a hot commodity people really want. So a few nights ago, when you two were probably working and when I was asleep at 2 a.m. in the morning, pre-orders went up for it.
Yeah, they did.
At certain retailers for about a minute.
And immediately sold out.
At 2 a.m. in the morning when no one was awake. Great.
You know what's actually funny about that?
What about?
So, Scott and I were talking about this a few days ago. We were talking about the pre-orders because there was apparently like supposedly like GameStop or Walmart's got them now. Like go. I called my local GameStop. I don't know if it's just mine, but I called mine and he's like, yeah, we're not doing pre-orders. It's first come, first serve.
Oh no.
And he's like, be prepared for a shit ton of people.
Oh no.
And I was like, what?
I
I was like, every online website's like, oh, they got pre-orders.
I just want to put this out there that people are going to be lined outside of retailers
Oh yeah.
for a fucking Super Nintendo. And I just want to put that out there. This is the world
I'm
we live in.
attempt to fight my way in.
I wouldn't even bother, honestly.
Well,
You know it's gonna be bad.
yeah, but if I get off at work at like 7 and they don't open until 10, like I'll go sit up there for 3 hours if I have to.
Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get it. I work that day. It's the 29th, I think, is when it comes out.
Oh yeah, it comes out. Yeah,
Yeah, I
What
work
day
that
is
day.
that?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Well, of course it's on a Tuesday.
Tuesday
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, I worked
Alright.
in the mornings. I work 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. So yeah.
I'm
not
gonna have
get
to
it.
I'm gonna have to embrace my inner Cody.
Unless I take a sick day, but then if I'm in the line or something like that, and someone sees me and they're like, "I thought you were sick," I'll get in extra trouble. And I'm not about to take a sick day off for a
Put some
product I'm not even
sunglasses
probably
on,
gonna
you'll be different.
Exactly. I'm not about to take a
Put on
sick
a
day off
hat.
for a product I might not even be able to get.
Yeah.
Like, if I can guarantee myself one, sure, maybe, but like, no. If I take a day off and I wind up not actually getting it, I'll just be really mad all day.
I mean, I'll try just because like Tuesday mornings I have nothing to do anyway.
Yeah, that works.
But I don't expect to be able to get one at all. Like I don't see it happening.
Keep that defeatist mentality going and you'll be fine. But yeah, it's a pre-order failures. And then, yesterday, for about a second, I got on my Twitter feed, because I've started doing like what Bert does and keeps his Twitter open at all times. So every time one new tweet has popped up, I just click on it and it's like, this is new. I follow some guy named Wario64. I recommend everybody do that. I talked about it on the last podcast. He tweets out like deals and stuff like that, and when things go live to pre-order and stuff like that. He tweeted out like, hey, Walmart's now has online Walmart Online now has the Super Nintendo Classic. Go click on this link to pre-order it. And as I click it, already sold out.
Yeah.
And then Bert sends me a message saying, hey, it's up. They just put it up. And I was like, it's already out.
Yeah. No, that. Well, like even people were like, "Oh, well, Best Buy has pre-orders," so I like moseyed on over to their website and I was like, "Do they have it?" And all it says is coming soon. Like,
Yeah.
you can't pre-order. It doesn't even say like it's not available or anything. It just says it's coming soon.
I actually was on like Best Buy since I have an account there and everything. And
Yeah.
I literally got it in my like shopping cart. And as I hit add to cart, already sold out. That's the closest I've ever gotten to it.
Well, it's like I have email alerts for like every retailer, and even though the pre-orders already went up, like I still didn't get a single email from either of them.
Yeah, it goes up
I'm
too
like-
fast. It
I was like,
goes
what's
out
the
too fast.
point of offering this shit if you can't compensate?
Because Brian, in a regular retail environment, let's say I offer you a product, and it's like I give you thousands to ship out. If, for example, you still had product, you'd be like, okay, now I can send this email out. But if you literally put the link up that it's now live and it sells out instantly, you can't send the email out. Because then you just be notifying people that the product's no longer there.
I mean, they can at least say like, "Sorry."
It emailed
But
to
I
you,
just-
sorry,
I
you
still
missed
think I
it.
still think it's funny that they're like, "Oh, here, put in your email and we will send you a message as soon as it's available," and then they can't even manage to do it.
It's because Nintendo does not give them enough product to make it so they can
Just
do
Nintendo
that.
needs to stop screwing us over in the butt.
Yeah, I've honestly stopped caring at this point. I mean, I talk about it every week because secretly deep down I care, but like, I hate
Becoming so
Nintendo.
fucking,
I
like-
really hate them.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to buy Bert a friggin' Switch and I can't.
Good
It
lord.
sucks.
Hey, actually, you know what? I don't know. Check GameStop's website because I just saw an advertisement saying that they are coming back in restock, limited quantities.
It'll happen.
I'm recording right now. I'll be back in an hour.
Mo for it. Or it was like I think it was on Twitter maybe. So they were coming back in restock.
'Cause that man's supposed to be a year older here soon, and That's not gonna happen with the Switch. But I have other plans.
Ooh.
You could say dark
Whoa.
plans.
Ooh.
I don't know if Switch just went up in price.
I think GameStop has some bundles on the Switch right now.
What they like to do is they like to bundle stuff.
Oh, because
Yeah.
like on their main page it says Nintendo Switch starting at $399.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was,
Okay,
because
yeah.
they
Yeah,
started
you can-
bundling like Splatoon 2 in there. I mean, that would work for Bert, so that way he could get the damn game with it, because he's a loser.
Yeah. That's right, Ghost Bert. You suck. 30 frames per second. Ha!
I'm the one holding the jar right now.
Yeah.
Holding it close to my chest, embracing the Ghost Bert jar.
Ghost
We gotta
Bert is
keep him
just
in
like, "Ah, 30 frames.
He's my yokai. No, inside the jar, the Bert's ghost is moving at 30 frames a second.
Whoa.
And he's hating life as it is inside that jar because he's
Inside
going
the jar.
Just be sure to get him the new Pokken Tournament DX.
Oof. That's all I gotta say on that one. They need to add Mudsdale to it, and I'll get it.
Oh, great.
I love that character. He's great. Speaking of Mudsdale, I dodged a movie bullet this week.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
movie
you
bullet
know.
was that?
What was that?
I was curious because I don't know if you guys saw Birth of a Dragon.
Nope, never heard of it.
It's this kung fu movie starring, it's supposed to be based on true events of Bruce Lee when he came to the Americas and started teaching like his
Oh, I
fighting
know what you're
style.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah. I saw it.
Huh.
I was like, I love kung fu movies. I'm gonna watch it. But
It wasn't
then
Kung Fu, was it?
no, I saw the trailer for it, and then I watched the trailer again. I was like, something doesn't seem right here. And whenever the movie trailer ends and it's like coming to theaters November 18th, and it shows like all the logos of the people who made the movie
Yeah.
with the giant date, my eyeball zoomed in on that screen. I look closer in the bottom right hand corner. Why the hell do I see a WWE movie studios logo? I was like, oh hell no, I'm not about to watch this. Any WWE movie based product is gonna be trash. So
Ouch. Yeah.
I dodged the I was like, I was gonna see that if I had not have looked at the trailer closely, I would have been real mad.
Yeah,
For
you
those
would've
that
seen
don't
a
know.
you would have seen a WWE wrestler somewhere.
I was gonna say, for those that don't know, WWE movies have a long record of being absolute dumpster fires of movies. For example, let me just pull up some of the movies, WWE movies. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a movie called The Marine,
Nope.
starring
With John Cena.
John Cena.
I was gonna say, let me guess, it's John Cena.
We
I was gonna
have.
say, just about anything WWE produces is crap.
Did you guys remember? The promotional horror movie they had in 2006 starring
See
Kane?
no evil. See no evil.
May 19th. May 19th. See no evil starring Kane. They also had, oh my god, I'm just looking through it. They had The Chaperone starring Triple H, who had to chaperone his daughter inside of a school bus because he was an ex-felon. Yeah, good stuff like that. I'm just scrolling through, I'm just seeing all these WWE movies, and they're all bad. Behind Enemy Lines. Oh, apparently the Scorpion King counts because it has The Rock in it, but I don't count that.
Well, then you'd have
Oh.
to count the new Jumanji.
And the most recent ones, Scooby-Doo, WrestleMania.
Oh god.
I've actually seen that.
Me too.
Who
It was,
approves these things?
It's a guilty pleasure. I saw it. I was like, this is so dumb. Oh, apparently they had the Flintstones Stone Age SmackDown.
They had the Jetsons one too.
Oh god, just kill me now.
Just
Yeah, so
ruining our
WWE
childhood.
movies are awful.
Yeah, oh Hanna-Barbera, let's go.
They're
I'm waiting
pretty
for the
awful.
Kung Fu one.
There's apparently a See No Evil too. Did you know that, Scoots?
No, but I'm not Bert. Bert's in the jar.
He's in the jar. I'm sorry. I tried to talk to the jar.
The jar is far away from here. He ain't gonna hear you. He's
Don't
too busy
worry.
trying to figure it out.
How to
Why
get
he's
out of the
going
30
30
frames a
fra-
second jar.
He right now he just embraced it. He was like, "Oh god, I'm going 30 frames. How am I supposed to stop this? Maybe if I just stay still."
If we shake the jar, it'll go 15. It'll start hiccuping at 15 frames a second.
That happens.
that'd be a real hell.
You can start vomiting after that point.
If we start rotating the jar really fast, it'll start vomiting inside the jar.
Oh god.
Fill up the jar with vomit. But that's my week. No wait, I saw Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You didn't like it?
It's okay, I guess.
He's really hard to please when it comes to movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm excited for it just because I love Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, if you like
Yeah.
Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds, it'll be for you. Like I like those two by themselves, but it's like I can't help but see like Nick Fury and not Deadpool.
Yeah. I still every time Ryan Reynolds does something, I'm like, hey, it's Deadpool.
Exactly. And it's like they literally are playing themselves, but not quite themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
the thing that honestly made it okay and not great is that I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like there are action scenes that go on for far too long.
No.
Like there's a car chase scene that lasts like 30 minutes. I'm not even lying. It's like, okay, this isn't Mad Max. Like I get it. Like end it please. Because after a while, yeah, it's like, because, like, I like action scenes, it's fine. Like, I like action movies and all that, but there's got to be a point at which it ends. Like, you got to end the action scene, because if you keep going, I've just become numb to it. Like,
yeah, it's
oh,
not an
great.
action scene anymore.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just, now you're holding me hostage in this ride. Like, great. Oh, great, another car plowed through another fruit vendor. Great. There's another explosion. Oh, they're shooting at each other again. How many freaking mooks are gonna drive up to this car and try to shoot the driver in the face and fail, and then get knocked off the motorcycle and spin into another motorcycle guy and fly into the thing and explode in the background?
Right.
It's like, okay, end this damn car chase scene. But yeah, there's some cool moments in there. Like there's a fight that happens in a hardware store that's really, really good. I really like that fight scene. But yeah, it's got moments. But other than that, it's an okay action movie. It's just kind of it's so by the books of an action movie of what you'd expect.
Yeah.
When Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson aren't on screen, it's kind of dull.
Huh. It's interesting.
Yeah, but if you like those two, definitely go see it. You'll
probably
enjoy
will.
it. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Other than that, did I see anything besides Hitman's Bodyguard? Oh, I saw Annabelle. That sucked. I don't know why I keep seeing horror movies. I don't know why. They don't do anything for me.
I just liked how. Oh yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't great. People love Annabelle. I don't know, it wasn't scary.
A lot of people I work with that are like excited for it or want to go see it.
Yeah, too many jump
I never
scares.
do.
Not enough actual. I think what I'm more of a what's it called, psychological horror, or like
Yeah.
like I want to be immersed in the horror. I don't like jump scares. Just jump scares by themselves.
Well, you get used to it after a while. You're just like,
Yeah.
you know it's gonna come, so you're like,
Because the music always ramps up. It goes.
yeah. Or the camera just starts slowly panning around somewhere.
Yeah, like the little creepy violin.
Yeah.
As they're like walking up to a door, and then as they touch the doorknob, it goes quiet.
Yeah.
Like that, and someone like
Yeah, so
walks
it's
up
just
behind them like,
like,
"Hey,
yeah.
Mary!" You know, it's like why the hell, in this dark room with your best friend, like grab your shoulder and be like, ah.
And how the hell did you not hear him
Exactly. It's like
2
oh,
feet away
God.
from you? Yeah. Yeah. No, horror movies are mostly stupid.
Yeah, it's got to be a what's it called, like a. There's a term for it, not just horror. It's like a. It messes with your mind, like how like Eternal Darkness on GameCube would.
Oh yeah, that game was pretty.
Yeah, because it freaks with you. It's not just jump scares.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the hell's going on? Like, I prefer that as like a horror than
Yeah.
just jump scares. And I know a lot of people will be like, "But Five Nights at Freddy's." Shut up. The environments, I immersed myself in it. The jump scares are the punishment for failing. So that's fine.
Almost forgot about that.
Yeah. I just wanted to counteract what people are going to be like, "Oh, you like jump scares, you play Five Nights at Freddy's." It's not just jump scares. The first game had a very nice environment to it.
Well, plus it's so like just rich with like a crazy lore and theories. Like
Exactly. It's just like
long rabbit hole. Like Jesus.
it gets dark if you look into it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like Silent Hill or anything, but like it's good. It's got some paranormal stuff in there.
It's got its stuff.
It's got its stuff. But other than that, that's really all I did. Now we should move on to the gaming news. We talked about this already, but the SNES Classic Edition pre-orders went live in the middle of the night and immediately sold out.
It sure did.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Thanks, Nintendo.
What's new?
Fucking.
I'm so glad I can't give you my money.
It's okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get McGangbanged whenever Metroid comes out, and I'm gonna have to fucking
Are you getting the actual Metroid amiibo with it to get the what's it called fusion
Yes.
mode?
Yes,
I want that too.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get the 3DS because I'm probably not, but
That's what I was just about to ask.
those amiibos and the damn game itself.
Yeah.
The game is not a problem.
No,
It's
the game
the
won't be a
amiibo.
problem. It's the amiibo, yeah.
Amiibos, we have to take the fighting to the streets.
Yeah, final fight your way to the GameStop.
No, I think I might actually have to go Streets of Rage with this one.
Oh snap!
I think I might have to go bare knuckle on everything.
Bare knuckle, everybody. I'm checking right now on
Kick the door in.
Amazon to see if the amiibos are still for sale. Doesn't look like it. No, it
That
doesn't
didn't
look
even
like
last long. Like the pre-orders on that didn't last long too.
No, it's
Yeah.
Nintendo.
it. Of course. Now
You
you
wanna
gotta
know what
fight your way
lasted
into the
long?
store.
Let's make and market so much shit that everybody wants and sell 2% of it.
Actually, you
Exactly.
want to know what lasted long, Justin?
What's that?
The Crom amiibo.
Yeah, it is. It's still around. So is Cloud. I still haven't found
Yeah.
freaking Player One and
And
Bayonetta
Bayonetta.
that.
Yeah, that's the one you're gonna have a hard time finding.
Yeah, I've only
No,
got
but
Player
Player
Two.
2 and Corn are fully stocked at my GameStop.
Yeah, it sucks because I want the Player One.
Player 1 is the one that matters the most.
That's the one
Yeah.
that's my Bayonetta.
That's the good Bayonetta.
That's the
It was
one I
like it's
want.
funny that the Bayonetta and Corn that I pre-ordered that's currently holding are fully in stock down here.
Wow.
I know.
And I was just like,
Oh yeah, that reminds me,
Just like-
Brian. You did want the Guardian Amiibo, right?
yeah.
I keep seeing it. I keep forgetting to get it. Okay. If I see it again, I'll get it.
You have one nearby?
I've seen a couple, but I keep forgetting to get them. If I do
I
get
will-
it, I'll send it to Scoots with another care
I will
package. The next time I do a
PayPal
care
you.
package.
Yes, send it to me. Send it to me.
That sinister laugh can only
PayPal
mean
you
one
so you
thing.
can-
just so I can
put
just
it-
so I can say it again, Brian. You weren't
Oh.
first.
I'll,
Shut up.
I'll tweet it to you, Brian.
Cool. Tweet.
If I see it, I'll tweet it to you. That way you'll
joke.
know I saw it, and I'll probably get it and send it to you. And if you're like,
Just
well,
remind
how
me,
come
I
it didn't
need to-
get to you?
I
I'll
need-
be like, I sent it to Scoots. Did you not get it?
And then he'll be like, "Oh, it's good."
And then Scoots will be like,
It was like I don't even. It was like I still gotta figure out how to get my other two from him.
Exactly.
It's like
They're
I
right
don't
here.
frequently make trips up there, so I'm like, it's like
I'm holding this hostage.
probably not gonna be
It's
till
holding
fucking
out on you.
Thanksgiving.
It's fine. It's gonna stay up there for a while. It might get a little dusty, but you know,
Yeah, whatever.
as long as it's an
The thing
RFB,
is,
it's no
I won't-
problem.
it won't get dusty because you know me and my cleaning habits.
Like you could just mail it to me.
I
That'd be
could.
too easy.
I don't know if
But-
you'd have to pay for.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
you
know. I
would.
do.
Yeah, you gotta pay
I'll
shipping.
PayPal you.
Depends on how heavy it is. The heavier it is, the more it's gonna cost. But
Unless you do that like the fucking American Express or whatever.
yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird.
Don't mail them. It's not worth it.
NRFB. NRFB.
At that point, they won't ever be removed.
It's weird, but yeah, I just thought
Yeah.
about it. I'm also gonna need that Metroid amiibo to get that fusion mode because Metroid Fusion is the best Metroid game ever made. But this one is a
I
close second.
actually have both clouds.
Oh yeah,
I have both clouds. I have one of the Bayonettas, and I have both Corns.
what's the one with the green box? Is that Player One?
Yeah,
The Cloud?
Both of them were green, I think. Yeah,
Are they?
both of them were green. Yeah.
I can't really see mine from here. I just see a
Player
green
one,
box.
player 1 and 2 are green. Player 2 is the harder one to find. The
I
Advent
think-
Children.
Oh, okay. Then mine's not that. Mine's Player One. Then
Oh.
that's fine. But
I
yeah,
have, I have both NRFB and opened. Because you know it's me.
nice. I was gonna say, yeah, this is just Nintendo being Nintendo. Nothing new to report here. Just more disappointment and broken hearts. You know, maybe
Just want
one
to know
day
what
in the
their motives
future.
are.
Maybe one day in the future we can look forward to buying our Nintendo products. But hey,
Maybe,
listen.
maybe,
Oh,
maybe
the
we'll get
other.
really lucky and Reggie will hear this podcast and he'll be like, you know what?
I feel bad for these guys. You know
these,
what?
these guys make a good point. We suck.
These guys who have been hating on us since day one, they really do have a good point. We should send them care packages.
Oh my god.
If only we
I
had
would totally
PO boxes.
repent like everything I've said about them and be like, I will love you forever.
Look, we got to become a Nintendo sponsored product to do that. We got to sign up for the Nintendo thing on the YouTube and everything, and
Yeah.
constantly shill Nintendo stuff. And
I will buy your Pokken DX.
Alright, that's pushing it.
That's a hard
I won't
sell
go that
right
far.
there.
I'll
I don't know about
plug
that,
your
Scoots.
merch.
You know you'll get it, Brian, and then we'll play, and then I'll beat you, and then you're gonna be like, oh, this game.
If you want to buy it for me, sure. I'm not putting down $60 for a game that I already bought for $60 that I played for 2 days.
Challenge accepted.
Ooh, that's rough. That's
By the way,
rough.
Brian. Challenge accepted.
Okay, you go for it.
He'll do it too.
I ain't putting a penny on that game. Fuck that shit.
That's fine.
I was
Challenge
so like,
accepted.
it's not
When
that
are
I
we
hated
getting
it,
Smash on
like, I
Switch?
hate it, just, I don't think it was that great.
You still have to get Splatoon #2.
I know.
We do.
I have to pay a lot of rent.
You have to get it at the same time Bert does, so we can all 4-player it and do
Yeah,
Salmon
fuck it.
Run.
Well, I'm sure I'll get it by the time Bert gets it if he doesn't have a Switch yet.
Depends on how bad Nintendo stocks their stuff again.
Because I'm just literally waiting for my next paycheck and then I'll probably get it.
It's okay because you know what? Like I said, SNES Classic comes first for me, and I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna do the Cody. You know, there's gonna be a knife on the ground.
I was gonna say, oh right,
You
the
have to
pipe
press
is.
all three. You have to press all 3 punch buttons, and then
Pick
you
it
grab
up.
the knife. You take that butter knife and then you go on people.
Scoots, I always
And
thought
then-
you were more of a what's Guy's weapon of choice again? He just
doesn't
kicks
use a
barrels,
weapon.
right?
He doesn't use weapons. He uses bare fist.
That's
He
I
uses
thought
the,
that was
he
more your
uses the
style.
ninja.
No,
He
you
uses
need
the
to
ninja stuff.
you got to put your Nikes on and do the squeaky shoe thing like Guy does,
Yeah.
and then slide kick people.
In the shins, yes. I
Exactly.
agree.
Local Walmart employee arrested for
Like
shanking
kicking
people with a
people.
butter knife at GameStop.
Man.
Says it was totally worth the SNES that he can no longer play because he's serving 4 years in prison.
He-
You know what?
In
That would
other
open people's
news-
eyes, though, if you think about it.
In other news,
I don't- would it, though?
In other news,
Yeah?
local man arrested for assault
Increase
has to
demand.
sell his SNES Classic to afford bail.
We're looking for a new person on the podcast.
No.
Just email.
Email the Monday Night
You
Wolfcast
could
at
always have
gmail.com.
Steve.
If,
I'm just
if
saying,
we,
you could always have Steve. I mean, he looks
I feel
like Scoot.
I have a feel like Steve would be also arrested.
yeah, I have a feeling he'd be in the jail cell with you. Both of you,
Pull
both
like
of you
Gollum and
having a
just
meeting
talk
with
to himself
Bubba.
like, my precious.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You could
Steve's a
podcast from your
bastard.
jail cell.
Just fucking
lose-
internet people walking by.
The
If
other
we
me
lo-
is pretty much a bastard, so yeah.
Say if we lose one more person when this podcast is over. we accidentally killed Bert. We can't accidentally lose you two, Scoots.
I am the creep to that coffee.
Mm.
You know, that Macho Man thing.
Ooh, yeah.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know if you
that's
ever
the
watched
SNES
that. The one
Classic.
where, the one where he
situation.
just goes into like a conversation about coffee.
I think I've seen that.
No.
It's pretty funny. He was it looked like he was tripping balls talking about coffee.
He probably
Probably
was.
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably
Oh,
was.
this coffee! Ooh.
Well, sports athletics trip balls on drugs.
They do. Especially in WWE. They can't get enough of it. But our next news story, Dragon Ball Z Fighters adds more characters and shows off the collector's edition. Did you guys see this?
I sure did.
It's pretty good. So, new characters added. Android 18, Android 16. Because Krillin and Piccolo, technically they already announced them, right?
They already announced it, but they showed off the gameplay for that.
Yeah, they showed Piccolo with cool stretchy arms from Budokai 3. They showed Krillin with his fireballs that he can control, it looks like.
He does fake out stuff too.
It's
He
really
does a little
cool.
fake out fireball.
It's so cool.
And they also announced that, hey, Super Saiyan, God Super
God Saiyan, God Saiyan Blue, Saiyan
Super
Blue.
Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta are playable characters, and they are separate from normal Goku and Vegeta. There you
It
go.
makes sense. I guess.
AKA Super Saiyan Blue Goku is known for holding back. That is his power, for holding back. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is, I just have to kill this guy. I just have
That's
to kill
true,
this
yeah.
guy.
Well,
He's
Vegeta's more about
strapped.
killing anyway than...
Well, yeah, he wants to live.
Exactly. Remember
He wants
Resurrection
things
of
to live.
F?
Yeah,
He got
but at the
screwed.
same time,
He
it's
got screwed.
cockiness in a way.
But yeah,
But yeah,
Dragon
there
Ball
was
Z
that.
Fighters is looking real good.
How do you like that statue of Goku powering up?
It's pretty good. They're gonna sell
Yeah.
a lot of. They're gonna sell a lot of units, and there's gonna be a lot available to pre-order. Unlike another company.
I like how you just took jabs at that.
Yeah, I gotta take jabs at Nintendo any chance I can get.
They deserve it.
They deserve
Well,
it.
that game is very promising. There was another game that, comes out next month.
You're talking about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, aren't you?
Yeah.
They showed off
It's a-
their latest characters, and sadly, no Monster Hunter at release. So it's probably gonna be DLC along with Venom. The trailer showed off Soul Gems, but no one cares about all that because I don't care. Let's go to the next
Hey.
news story. Marvel
Hey.
Infinite's
Hey.
dead.
I don't.
It's dead.
I could have my team of Ghost Rider and Dormammu, Team Flamehead.
Great.
They're pretty much hotheads. Quite literally hotheads.
I am so done with that game.
You just
Because-
mad because you're mad because Monster Hunter was
Yup.
even though they had rumors that they were saying that, hey, that character was actually in the game on
Yup.
the Gamescom build.
Yep. They didn't put Monster Hunter in the initial roster? That game can go to hell. I'm not paying it anymore.
At least you got Spider-Man.
And who? Who else would I play? I only wanted to play Spider-Man Monster Hunter, but I only got one team. One person on that team. That game's dead to me. I'm not paying extra for Monster Hunter. They should have included all these new characters on the initial roster. I'm done with this game. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on. Soul Gem, who cares? The only Marvel things in my life now are going to be MCU movies. Done with this. I'm over it.
Someone open up a bag of salt and vinegar Lay's?
I did. They taste great.
Gross. We're talking about gross things, man. That is gross.
That's
Talking-
gross.
That's gross. I don't like salt and vinegar.
Oh, they're not bad.
Speaking of gross,
I got
Injustice
sick off of them
2.
once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear
What
about
was
that. Sorry for your loss of health on eating those chips.
I mean, I'm the one that always gets the business.
That is true.
Yeah, go on.
Speaking of gross, Injustice 2, Fighter Pack 2 introduces 3 new characters to the roster: Black Manta, Raiden, and Hellboy.
Actually, I thought that was kind of interesting.
You didn't say it right. It's Raiden.
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 Rodin.
Raiden.
Rodin.
Raiden.
Rodin.
Raiden.
Rodon.
Electric Ninja
Raiden.
Dude.
Raiden Babali.
Rated R for
Raiden.
maturity.
Raiden.
Rated R for lightning murder.
Rayden. Raiden.
RAI.
Ryu.
Raichu.
Ryu. Saget.
So, 6.
Bob Saget.
Cage.
It's Bob Saget, everybody.
Lion.
But yes.
Yeah, there's Hellboy's interesting.
I thought it was
glad
kind
they-
of cool to see him in there.
Yeah, he's a Dark
Just 'cause,
Horse
like-
character.
Just because you don't see
Yes.
him in much anymore,
Yeah, I'm glad it's him and not Spawn who's irrelevant.
right? I mean, Spawn would have been cool too. I think.
Yeah, but he's
The
irrelevant.
voice. Is that the actual voice actor for the ones who did the who did Hellboy in the
The
movies.
movies? I
I don't know.
highly
Is
doubt it.
it? I didn't hear the. Hang on, let me listen because I don't know.
I highly doubt it.
Roman was the movies.
I just like how they did the trailer where it shows the first Fighter Pack characters all beaten,
Yeah.
and you see Red Hood's like, gun, and then you just see Sub-Zero just getting his butt kicked. He
It works.
slams into the wall, and he's like, ugh.
No, it's not the same voice.
No, okay. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
because
I
it would
like how
cost
he
money to
just
hire a
grabs the
Hollywood
fucking
voice
rocket
actor.
and
Lights
uses
a
it
cigarette.
in his cigarette. Yeah.
Now we know
I was
why
like-
Lobo's not in the game. Because they have Hellboy, who's essentially the same character, but cooler.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually decided to put Lobo in, because they did say that hey, there's gonna be some old characters eventually returning, but for right now, it's these characters.
Yeah, I like Hellboy. Not sure anything about Black Manta, because Aquaman sucks. Raiden, I guess, is
Hey,
okay, but I hear a lot of people aren't happy with that.
At least Black Manta does interesting things. At least he has.
It looks like
missiles.
another zoner with a gun in Injustice.
Yeah. Hey, but he does missiles.
Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Manta.
I heard-
It had to be done because Aquaman was in the game. They had to do something.
They're trying really hard to make Aquaman relevant and cool, but he'll always be
Hey.
lame and awful.
You say it
Aquaman's
until
alright.
Justice League.
Oh?
Oh, speaking
keep-
of that, those pop figures are out for Justice League. They
I'll
have
keep
the
an-
Superman. They have the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You could
Aquaman.
say they have
Wait.
a Batman versus Superman.
Wait a minute.
You even have the
Wait.
Aquaman.
Wait a minute, Scoots.
Cyborg.
Wait a second. Hold a minute. Did you just say they had Justice League pops
Yeah,
for the movie?
yeah. It's not even out.
And Superman's in there?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh!
Spoilers, man.
What have they done?
Movie plot confirmed.
What have they done?
I don't know.
They
It's like as
spoiled
if
it.
You could say the cat's out of the bag, or the Superman's out of the grave.
I can't. I can't
mean,
believe it.
It's not like you didn't know, but whatever.
I didn't
Yeah.
know. They never hinted at the fact that he was coming back. That's crazy.
But the pops are out.
Yeah, they
No
are.
way.
Unless they just made a pop figure for another movie Superman was also in with Batman.
Maybe it's just to honor him because he was such an amazing character in the movie he died in.
They can't forget that he's a part of the Justice League.
Yeah, that's really strange they would have that when he's, when
I mean,
he's
it's
dead.
not like they'd make.
No, this is all a lie. This is all a lie. This is Booster Gold, really.
It was a scroll the whole time. Yeah, that's right. I combined Marvel with it.
Oh,
He was a scroll.
it's Green Beetle. Thank you very much.
Wow. So I get.
Mm.
I guess I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about Justice League. I don't know.
You know you're gonna watch it, just
I'm
like
gonna
I
watch it.
am, and
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
watch it.
have an open mind to it. And
I
then
sure
when we
hope
get done
Superman
watching
shows up in it though.
we're gonna be happy, or we're gonna be like,
I really hope
Jeez,
Superman
hey.
shows up in there because I don't know. I'd be really disappointed about the
You
pop
lo- you
figure
lo-
and he doesn't show up.
you love Superman.
Yeah, he's the worst superhero of all time.
He has the most
he had the best
character
movie
building.
ever.
I was gonna say he has the most character out of all the other characters besides Batman.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
He had a movie named half
No,
after him.
he does not. Superman
Yeah.
is a basically a 2x4 with all the power in the world. He is so bland.
His theme is basically an alien that's not on his not on the right planet, and everyone's trying to cast him out.
He's
That's
an alien that's not an alien because they're secretly actually humans, which is powerful.
He is
There you go.
so awful. He's the
Come on.
worst. He's got
I
no
already- I
character.
already
Got
know
a whole
you're-
half of a movie.
I already know
I-
your opinion, Justin. 'Cause you hate overpowered characters.
I hate it. What challenge is there for him?
The
you would,
challenge of
you would hate One Punch Man because
Isn't that making fun of that though?
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, you know the outcome.
Yeah. But it's played
But
for laughs.
you don't watch it for the action. You watch it for all the stupid jokes and shit they make.
Yeah.
No, that's played for laughs. Superman is played seriously. He's like, oh, I'm so melodramatic. Oh, my life is so hard,
Superman's-
having all
it's
the
not a feat
powers
of
of a
strength.
god. Oh, I'm so
Oh, you have to
strong.
limit myself.
Oh, how am I gonna live knowing I could save everybody's life in an instant second because I'm so overpowered? It's so
My
hard
dad
being
that I
me.
didn't know is dead, and my dad that I knew that wasn't my dad is dead.
Exactly. Superman's
Wow,
so
the
lame.
humanity.
this
Wait, I'm
took
not a
a
human.
turn. But then again, if we're gonna talk
I-
about Superman, he's kind of a bastard in Injustice. So yeah.
He's kind of a bastard in the movie.
He's a bastard everywhere. I hate him. Superman sucks. That's it.
Without Superman,
there's
you really
nothing else to
can't-
add
you
to it.
can't-
I just hate him.
I'm just saying, without Superman, you really can't go into depth with the DC universe, which
But Superman's
I don't
the
know.
You
Superman's
could,
the
yes,
DC
you,
Captain America.
yes, you could, Scoots. You know that's a lie because Batman carries the DC universe.
If that's
He
true, why would
literally-
Superman come back and Justice?
I would have to get my my DC friend to talk to you
Oh,
about that.
we should bring him in one time and just have like a long ass argument. Because I could like DC lives on Batman. Superman's not even really a factor. If you think about it, every single thing is tied to Batman. Every
Yeah.
single thing.
Is that why we keep seeing so many Injustice characters from the Batman?
Yep. Because all their other characters are garbage, and the only characters that people like and know are Batman characters. He's
Okay, I'll
their
remember that
crutch.
the next
He's
time.
their crutch. Went really hard
Yeah,
on
I can see
Superman
that.
there, but I feel he
mean,
deserves
I mean,
it.
I like Batman, so I'm not going to completely disagree with that.
No,
Yeah.
everybody likes Batman.
Except Superman fans.
But, yeah, I was gonna say except for that.
There's Superman fans?
Surprising. I'm pretty sure there's a town, like somewhere dedicated to Superman.
Probably
Called
where you-
Smallville.
No, but I swear I saw it like on a TV show or something. Like they've got a statue of Superman in the middle of the town or something.
Okay. Let me just put it. Let me put this out there. For all you listeners and viewers out there who think I'm maybe being too hard on Superman, please leave a comment and tell me why Superman is so great. Like,
no, I'm
tell
not
me.
disagreeing. Like,
No. I just maybe I want to hear different sides here because
Right,
I need
yeah,
to know.
of
Do
course.
people agree that
He's merely
Superman
trying to be human.
is the worst ever? Like, there's nothing to it. Even his villains are lame. Freaking bald rich man.
No.
Lex
We
Luthor.
have to talk about the true villain of the Superman franchise.
Batman?
Toy Man.
His dad.
Batman.
Oh, come on, Toy Man. Fuck you, Toy Man.
I don't even know who the fucking Toy Man is.
Exactly, Toy Man.
Is that one of
He
the
uses
jokes they have
toys.
from Lego
He
Batman?
uses toys to beat up Superman.
It just sounds like
Oh my
the
God.
trickster from the Flash.
Whatever, Trickster is much better than Toy Man.
Well, yeah.
I'm just
when you have
thinking
Mark
it's-
Hamill playing him.
Mark Hamill plays everybody in the DC universe.
He does it so well.
He's the best at what he does, and what he does
Yeah.
is Joker.
He's mainly known for a hero in Star Wars, but he plays all these villains and everything else.
He's got a good voice for it.
And he looks like he's freaking on drugs all the time anyway.
Exactly.
So when you see him in like on TV, it's like, well, that fits perfectly.
It fits perfectly. So yes, that's your homework, viewers. If you guys disagree with me and you want to call me a big idiot, do so in the comments and let me know why Superman's great. But if you agree with me, I'd like to hear points of why he's the worst and lamest, boring character ever created.
If you want to prove him wrong, email him at
Yeah,
gmail.com.
You did it. Good. You tied it in there. I was gonna say, look.
Wait, what was that?
I understand. Monday Night Wolfcast at
Scott,
gmail.com.
just saying, this is what 35 episode, 36.
36.
You should
Hey.
know this by now.
I know what
Exactly.
this is, but at the same time, what was
He's
it
gotta
again,
ask.
Bird? You're the
This
new
is
one here.
Monday Night Wolfcast at gmail.com.
Man, we should have saved that for the end. But hey, I like that you guys are doing it. I like it.
I can keep coming with it.
High fives
Don't
of
worry,
everyone.
don't
High fives for
worry.
everyone.
I'm going to test you some more. Don't worry about it. There's
In
a
case you
stage.
forgot. But yeah, next news story. Did you know There's a super converter which allows you to play any fight stick or controller on the Nintendo Switch, and it's currently going for $39.99.
I've got a better story for that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
saw.
cool.
It was before we get into that story. I saw while checking out another one. I saw what Scott linked, and then I found another story that's similar to it but worse.
Oh?
Yeah, I threw it in there just for a joke, but go ahead with the.
No, it's fine. We'll skip it.
Well, no. We're gonna talk about the Brook Super Converter.
Yeah. Go
You can use
talk about
you can use a PlayStation 4 controller and an Xbox One controller on your Switch.
That sounds like a good deal.
Or if you just want a arcade stick for your Switch and nothing else, the company 8BitDo has a NES-themed one for $79.99.
That's not bad. Scoots keeps misreading that.
They double the price for a Switch-only NES.
I know.
themed stick.
I do misread that. So every time I look at that, I keep thinking dildo. I'm just like, why is it saying dildo?
That's why I had to stop for a second. I was like, it's a interesting company name.
8-bit dough.
Yeah.
It's kind of a play on words there. It does sound dangerously close. I can see how you guys would make that mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't want to spend $39.99 on a fight stick you can use on any platform,
Exactly.
you want to buy a straight up NES theme for Switch only for $80.
And unlike
It's not even released yet.
Yeah, undermined me.
and the fact that it's not being produced and shipped by Nintendo means you can actually still pre-order it.
Hell yeah.
Another shot at Nintendo. Might as well become the Nintendo hatecast at this point.
Whoa. Let's not get too crazy.
I'm just saying.
Podcast does what Nintendo don't.
Ooh, nice,
Shut up,
nice. The smoking gun in Brian's hand. Did you guys know that Nintendo added PayPal support for all regions in the eShop?
What?
Yeah, PayPal's now an option in case you don't want to input your
use
credit
PayPal?
card every time. Yeah.
Huh.
Is that for all eShops? You know,
Yeah.
Scoots?
It's for all regions.
All regions. There it is, including
Every
North America,
eShop.
Europe, and Japan.
Canada eShop. China eShop.
Canada.
Italian eShop. You can all do it.
That's cool. I like it. I like it a
I
lot.
was actually kind of surprised by that because, like, I guess maybe it's just me. But, like, I didn't think PayPal was like that big a deal.
Oh, it's a big deal for a lot of people. It's how they pay for a lot of things. Hell, it's how you said you pay me if I got you the Guardian Amiibo.
That's true.
Yeah, there you go. Look, PayPal is an option. It's always an
I
option.
I guess it's a big deal if Nintendo throws it on there because Nintendo knows what we need.
Oh yeah, they do. They know we don't need products that they sell.
They're like, release all these products you? Nah, you get PayPal support.
You get PayPal though. Hey,
PayPal
hey
support
Nintendo.
for the shop for a Switch that you can't get.
Yep. When are you gonna add your freaking game library to the eShop so I can actually use PayPal, huh?
Fuck, yeah.
God dang it. Nintendo, you're killing me. Why can't I use Netflix and all that on the Switch? It's perfect for it.
I mean, you can get around it.
Oh, you can? Oh, it's one of those things, huh?
Well, yeah, if you go to the Facebook login or whatever, it'll open up your account or like the browser so you can log in.
Oh.
You can just literally like take the browser over and search for something else.
Oh, that's clever. Clever girl. I like it.
Eh.
Well, I mean, hey, they're not gonna do it, and you gotta find ways to do it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna make it easy. We'll make it easy ourselves.
But it's just, well, I don't think you can get Netflix through it because you can't stream, I don't think, from their browser.
Oh,
But I could be wrong.
this requires research. You know what doesn't require research? Actually, I think that's outdated. Didn't they patch the home button fix for Sonic Mania?
Nope.
They didn't?
Well, unless for some reason my Switch just has not gotten updates, no.
Oh.
Because
wouldn't
I've
be
been
surprised.
playing like every day and it's terrible.
Oh.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it
that-
takes like a full minute to respond.
Yeah, mine too, so I guess they haven't fixed that yet. Sorry, I'm getting dry. But yeah, there's a home button issue for Sonic Mania on Switch. It's not great.
Yep. I'm in a way kind of glad that was a bug detected because when I was first playing and doing that, I thought, oh shit, like something's wrong with my controller, or
Right.
oh great, something's wrong with my Switch. And then I found this little news story. I'm like, oh, cool. It's not me. It's everybody.
Oh great, the game's just broken. It's not my controller.
Yeah.
It's I guess it's better than the
I think
opposite.
that's the
Than
only negative thing I can say about Sonic Mania.
as far as like, well, there's some wonky stuff in the game actually, but like,
Oh, I've had plenty of times where the music just like stops playing.
yeah, me too. Okay, I was wondering that was me. It's in my
And
first playthrough.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then I found out if you play around in debug mode,
Mm-hmm.
you can pop up like what you call 'em, a box for Supersonic.
Right.
If you spawn the box, open it, and like where he's transforming into Supersonic,
Mm-hmm.
and then you quickly like change back into items and then go back.
Right.
He'll have like the spiky hair and the music will be playing, but he won't be fast. He won't be invincible, and he'll still be blue.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, so you can just like run around with a spiky haired Sonic and his music going around,
With the music just there. That's cool.
but
I
you're
like
still
that.
vulnerable to everything. It's weird. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they haven't patched that out yet. I imagine there might be some issues with it, and that's probably why they delayed the Steam version, because they're just ironing out some last minute stuff. Because it's gonna
Fixing
take a
the
while
home
for them
button
to.
Steam.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna. It's gonna take a while for them to patch it on Nintendo, because Nintendo has a lot of things you gotta go through to patch it
Yeah.
on their stuff.
I mean, it's likely they haven't even noticed it yet.
So they're like, huh? Nani?
Well, you think they would have like tested them out on the consoles before release, but
Yeah, but
it
I
seems
guess
to be a widely spread issue.
they're probably like, look, this is a minor issue. We can fix it later. Just
I
release
mean, like I
it.
said, it's not like, oh my god, the world's ending for my Switch. It's just kind of like, oh, now if I'm playing it, I gotta turn it off. Like I gotta sit there and watch it for a minute to make sure it actually
Yeah,
turns off.
it's yeah, that's true.
But it's whatever.
Yeah, it's a minor issue in an otherwise amazing game.
Oh yeah, no harm's done.
No harm, no foul.
Yep.
So, besides that, Sonic Mania might be directly linked to Sonic Forces.
There are spoilers, so if you don't want to see it,
Yeah, skip forward. Do the timestamps in the video description to skip forward to not hear this. Again, we
well, I
have
was
those
also
in there
talking,
now.
referring to you.
Oh, well, in that case, let's skip it.
You haven't done the true ending.
Yeah, exactly. Let's skip it.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So once you finally beat it, go back and check it out because.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Our next news story: ATLUS is opening a European branch for localization. Bert said they never do it, but they did. That's what happens.
Not bad.
So that's good. So that's
That is
good.
good
Finally,
for them because they need it.
yeah, because Europe. Sorry, it's all for time. Need water.
Time.
Hydrate yourself, bud.
Yeah, they need this European branch because they haven't been able to localize a lot of their games over there for a while, and they have to like give it to another studio like Deep Silver to do. That's just not right. So I guess they're just gonna cut out the middleman now and just do it themselves, which works. So now Europe, you guys won't be late to the party as hard. I imagine you're still gonna get things later than the rest of us, but like at least it won't be too long now.
Hopefully.
Because ATLUS has a bad history of Europe, like just the European releases. Because sometimes they don't even like. How long did it take them to get Persona Ultimax? Like a year and a half, like 2 years almost. And by then the update had come out. Was like already announced by the time they got it. It was really bad. So they kind of need this really good. So, congrats to all of our European listeners. Hopefully, the tide for localization changes for you guys. You guys won't have to deal with that anymore. Our next news story. Finally, the best Yakuza game gets leaked on the PSN store page. That's right. Yakuza 2, my favorite in the series, is getting Kiwami its own remake.
Yep.
2 is magnificent. It is the best in the series, in my opinion.
Money, 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 money. As in the final
Final
boss
boss. Yeah.
best thing
Brian,
ever.
have you ever played the Yakuza game before?
No.
Are you interested in playing a Yakuza game?
Is it PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
At the moment, yes.
No, because I don't have a PlayStation.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, Well, in that case,
I had a PS4 for a brief moment.
did you? What happened to it?
I sold it.
Oh,
At the time there wasn't anything out. I was really like, oh, I really want to play this, and I
right.
needed money, so I was like, fuck it.
Yeah. No, I understand. This is what happens, but yeah. Yakuza is, for those that don't know, it's I call it an RPG brawler. Like, in the vein of, like, think of, like, the old school beat 'em ups, like Streets of Rage or Final Fight or something like that. But with an RPG system into it, where the more you fight, the stronger you get. You learn new moves. You go through, the cities. You talk. You do side quests. You do main quests to do the stories. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I like it a lot.
Right. Yeah, if I had PlayStation, or if they would branch it out outside of PlayStation, check it out probably.
Yeah, they've made it more accessible too to like new people to the games because now that Yakuza 0 came out,
Yeah.
which is an excellent starting point because obviously it's a prequel before the first game. Anybody can start with Yakuza 0, and a lot of people have. A lot of people have been getting into the Yakuza series with 0, and now Kiwami's coming out in a few days. And I can't wait to get that because I got the collector's edition on pre-order. And then we got Yakuza Kiwami 2, so we now have 0, 1, 2 out. And then 3 and 4 and 5 are on PS3. And then 6 is coming out for PS4. It's weird how they have all those things spread out around systems like that, but
I bet they're gonna re-release 3, 4, and 5.
they should on PS4.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, but I don't know. If they Kiwami everything, it would just be really weird. Kiwami collection, just Yakuza, the whole series, all the way to 6. But, yeah, if you guys are interested in the Yakuza series, I highly recommend getting Yakuza 0 and then getting Kiwami, which should be out around the time the podcast comes out. Definitely give them a shot. They're really fun. And kind of, I still think they're underrated, though they have been picking up, like, popularity with the release of 0. But yeah, really good. They're little Japanese thriller games. Japanese, like, crime thriller beat 'em up games. They're really good. With RPG elements in it.
You just like throwing someone into a bicycle and bashing his face into it.
I love suplexing people onto, like, bicycle parking bars.
That too, yeah.
Or
Who wouldn't?
assaulting someone with a salt shaker to kill them. You just hold them by the head and you hold the salt over the head and it goes
Sprinkle-
shik.
You
And they're
sprinkle
like,
into their eyes.
And they
then you
die
yam in
from-
the face.
Like they die from salt. I'm like, that's amazing. There's some. If you just want to get hyped for Yakuza and see what it's like, just the over the top silliness and like action of it, look up like Yakuza heat finishers. Like they're all super like crazy. Like there's one where he like grabs a dude, like punches him so hard he flies up in the air, catches him in the air, like jumps up, does like a flying suplex into like a trash can. It's like crazy stuff like that.
I've seen
Like-
one where what's his name? The main character, he does like he grabs him, then he does like the reverse suplex.
Oh yeah.
Then grabs him by the legs, then tosses him into a car, takes the dude's head, slams it into the car, and then he opens up the door and like
Yes,
smashes
slams
his
it.
face
Yeah.
open. I was
I
like,
see that
what the
one.
heck?
They got more brutal and creative with that, with the finishers.
And there's
over
the one. There's the one where he beats the guy, then he drags his face across the concrete. I
Yeah.
remember that one too.
That one's brutal.
Yeah,
Nothing will ever beat the basic while they're on the ground. If you finish them off, you do like the double foot stomp on their chest, and then while you're jumping up off of them, you do like an elbow drop on them.
Yeah, elbow drop. Yeah, that's the classic.
That's the classic. I love that one. They're really fun games.
That's what I do the freight in general too.
It's fun to do those on bosses because they have so much health. You just keep doing it to them. Just chunks of blood and like visceral coming out of them, and they get back up after you. Like, you should be dead. It's like Mortal Kombat. What's it called? What do you call those? The critical things where you like do the X-rays. Like, and you like punch them so hard the kidneys explode, but then they get back up. You're like, you should be dead. You should not be able to get up after that.
The headbutt that like cracks their skull. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's like those should actually be like the finish him moves.
Yeah.
Those things are
video
brutal.
games.
Yeah, I know.
Video games.
Video games.
Video game violence where anything's possible.
where you can break someone's spine and they can still get up and chase you.
And shove him in a meat grinder.
Yeah.
Right, and then he's super dead.
Speaking of meat grinder, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition looks amazing.
It looks super sexy.
Have you this?
I'll be the judge of this.
Yeah, take a look at it, Brian. Tell me what you think.
Well, it's super sexy.
I mean,
Super sexy.
smooth.
What do you think? It's look at
Super
the
sexy.
faces. Look at those faces.
They're kind of not faces.
Yeah, they're kind of just.
Kind of dots and lines.
Back in our day, that was super sexy graphics.
Someone made their faces the pop figures.
Yeah.
Just the
It's
really big
Final
eyes.
Fantasy
No other,
15
like,
Funko
facial
Pop
features.
Edition, but they're tall.
I want the Gladio one. That's the best one out of the bunch.
Where he has like no facial features, it's just shading over his face. And a beard.
I thought it was a dragon.
Why is this person just like half jumping over a car?
It's like I think that's the box art design.
The box art for the original Final Fantasy 15. That's Prompto. He does that.
Looks like it.
Oh boy.
It's the same box art. It's just shitty.
Funko Popped.
When they mean
Yes.
pocket edition, they just meant we didn't really put much effort into this.
Yeah, pretty much. You hit the nail on the
But-
hammer with that one.
They were talking about like a Final Fantasy 15 Switch version, and after seeing this, I'm thinking it's this
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of flame toast recipes.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Very,
Do
very,
that
very
again. Yeah, get
poorly
out.
rendered graphics.
Yeah,
I
PS1-esque graphics.
Ugh.
Doesn't look too hot.
Hey, that egg though looks on point.
Oh, it does. But those models, though.
It all looks terrible.
They'll probably play the same too.
I wonder how much they're gonna release that for.
$60.
Oh, they would be fucking. Are they really?
For Switch users.
Oh,
I don't doubt it. They probably will release it $60 on Switch.
oh, that's so terrible.
Yeah.
I don't
We can't
see
get
a
Final
price tag
Fantasy
anywhere.
15 in the way it's intended, but we can sure get that Pocket Edition.
Right.
Great.
for $60.
Don't forget, guys. Revelations is coming to Switch soon.
Oh my god.
don't forget. This is the system this is what we're getting.
I wish they would fucking spell it out like that on the Switch version. Just
I hope so too. I hope they make that same mistake again.
well, I don't want them to make it as a mistake. I just want them to do it on purpose so they can be meta with themselves.
Oh, they wouldn't. They wouldn't do that. That would be acknowledging the mistake they made.
They turned into my dog, and then he just doesn't want people to look at him. Like, don't look at me!
Don't look at me! Like runs into his room and locks the door. Assassin's Creed Cross Final Fantasy 15 is a crossover. Scoots, why don't you tell us about it?
Well, do you like Assassin's Creed? Yes or
No.
no? Actually, no. I'm not asking you. I'm asking Brian
Oh.
because you
Oh.
never played.
I do
Oh.
like Assassin's Creed actually, except for like
Yeah, I know because you don't like water. Too much
it's
water.
not that I don't like
Too much
water.
water.
It's just the freaking game's like 90% boats.
Too much water.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed I like.
But yeah, there was that, and basically, you can wear the Assassin's Creed assassin armor or costume, and it has special abilities where you go behind enemies and then you shank them, kill them in one hit. And pretty much, it's a homage to both Assassin's
Resident Evil
Creed and
Chronicles.
Is it like a story pack DLC thing?
it is for free.
Oh.
It's just a little temporary event thing.
I mean, I was gonna say, does it come with like quests and shit, or is it just like, oh, here's
yeah,
your costume?
it has a quest.
Cool.
You're basically just doing a whole bunch of things that you'd see in Assassin's Creed, like jumping on a tower and then dropping into it. Hey,
Right.
And not taking a single point of damage.
exactly. I mean, that was in Metal Gear Peace Walker.
Hey, that's
Metal Gear
Renaissance
Nanomachines,
era
son.
logic.
Yep. Jump 30,000 miles into a hay bale. Come out completely
30,000.
unscathed.
looks
Jump
good
from
to
the
me, though.
stratosphere.
It looked good to me. It was nice to have that, but at the same time, it was unnecessary.
Mm.
It was out of left field because Yeah.
You talking about what the trailer they have when the guy jumped off the building into the hay bale?
Yeah, that's
It's because it was grounded. It looked like a realistic type, like grounded in realistic type gameplay. Like, oh, this is
was
gonna be
funny
kind of
because
realistic.
you have a game where people are just like freaking teleporting by throwing a sword at something, and then it teleports into the sword, grabbing it, to jumping in the hay bales.
But what if you
Yeah.
grab the teleporting sword and throw it into the hay bales and then jump into that?
Well, then that's just pointless.
What if the,
That's
what if
just
you
pointless.
what if you throw a sword into the hay bale? The sword sticks up and you teleport into the hay bale and you stab yourself on your own sword.
But you can't stab yourself sword because you just teleport to the sword.
See,
Yeah, you teleport into the sword, but then you like telefrag yourself on the
plot
blade.
armor. It's called plot armor, Justin.
No, it's called you're jumping into hay bale. You don't take any damage, remember?
Yeah, you
No,
don't take
but
any
the
of
sword's sticking out of the hay bale, so
Yeah, but you're
you
jumping
land
into a
on
hay
it.
bale.
That's true. That's true. The hay bale cancels out
But,
the sword,
yeah.
so you
There
just
there could be radiation in the hay bale. You're jumping into hay bale.
the
You're
the
fine.
other game that did a crossover with Assassin's Creed was Metal Gear Peace Walker. And there was actually I believe an outfit for that one.
I
And
can't wait till they cross over with Metal Gear
Gear
again.
Solid 4 also had the Assassin's Creed outfit too. The Altair outfit.
Yeah, is there actually like in this event or whatever that it's come with? Is there like reference or talking about the main characters, or are they just they're all in outfits?
They're all in outfits, and I guess they do reference the Assassin's Guild.
Huh. So it's like I wonder how like deep into the Assassins lore they'll go.
I don't
Or
think
they'll just
that'd
be like, hey, look, we found all these costumes.
I think it's just the costume thing, and basically you're fighting their little army, just using special attacks from Assassin's Creed. It's just a little, it's free DLC. Why not?
Yeah, just take what you get, I guess.
I can't wait till the Metal Gear Survive crossover.
Hey, that doesn't exist. When was the last time we ever heard from that?
Oh, don't you worry, they're working on it real good right now. The crystal zombie heads won't be stopped.
What? Don't worry, there'll be a story for next episode.
Oh yeah. Oh, now that we
It's
said
okay.
it's gonna pop up in the news again.
It's
There's
okay.
gonna be...
They're gonna take Metal Gear Survive and be like, yeah, fuck this game. You know what? We'll take the zombie concept and put it in Zone of the Enders. Then,
I like
I'll
it.
really be sad. Then I'll really be sad.
So would Bert. He'd be really
Bert would-
upset.
I'll drag him into it.
I'll just be laughing.
Just pointing and laughing at everybody.
Yeah.
That works. Our final news story for the day. Final Fantasy 15 on PC has been announced. No new release date has been announced, but there's a comparison video. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Textures are weird.
I'm not only just watching. Oh god, I'm not only just watching it right now.
Textures are strange. When you see the comparisons.
And booty shorts though.
Yeah. I like how they got a nice close-up on that. Check it out at 30 frames a second.
That's the only clip they used.
Mm.
Yeah, those textures are strange.
Like the hair comparison between the PS4 and the PC.
There's an NVIDIA video where they actually have they show more of that, and actually the monsters actually look really good.
Oh, do they?
When they move, their fur actually moves.
Oh, that's
Well,
cool.
it's like the background images is clear and foggy at the same time.
Yeah,
that
that's
is the
problem.
PS4 version.
Well, no, but they had a side by side and they're moving the camera, and I'm like, it's like clear and foggy at the same time. They just really zoomed in on her chest there, didn't they?
Yeah. Gotta get that fan
They're not
service.
ashamed.
Yeah, the
what's
Final
with the
Fantasy is
texture?
about that.
Well, it's okay. It's on PC. Someone will find a mod and patch it and fix it.
Just
The
take off
boobs?
motion blur, you'll be fine.
True.
I mean, that's what I do with most games. I just remove motion blur because I don't really care for it.
Oh, that's a problem, yeah. Especially in that one Final Fantasy game. What's it called? The one that takes place in the school or whatever?
Zero? Type 0?
Type 0. That's the one. The motion blur on that one was crazy.
The PC version, you can disable that, which
Oh,
was
that's
great.
cool. I don't know
It
what
just
they
had
were thinking
it
about
just
that.
had that one guy with the lance. And he's like, I'm gonna stab you. And he had that really weird animation where his idle animation, he just looks like he's ready to stab someone.
That game,
he's
I
gonna
don't know what
stab
they were
you.
thinking about that. Yeah, he's gonna stab him with a little spear.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you with the spear. I'm gonna get you.
You can't escape. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for the gaming news. Why don't we move on to other news?
Yeah, why not?
So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is out on Blu-ray and DVD. And,
I have it.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you did say that.
I haven't opened it yet. I was giving it to my dad. He hasn't seen the movie. He really wanted to see it.
It's a really good movie.
I'm being a thoughtful son for once, you know?
Nice.
I wanted to get it, but like, bills.
Yeah, you need to pay those bills. Keep paying your telephone
Bills.
Your automobiles.
Yep.
Bills.
One of these days, I will have and watch that movie a second time.
They
Actually, that'd be a
announced-
third time. I've seen it twice already.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I've
was
seen it
gonna
twice
say,
already too.
I forgot I went and saw it with other people.
It's
Yeah.
it's a really
Same
fun
here.
movie.
I think
I
you-
saw.
Did you watch the
Oh.
movie with me?
Yeah, you, me, Blaine, Chance, and Heather and their friend went.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I went and saw it with some other people.
Should I edit out those names?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, that's fine.
I was gonna say, I don't think they'll care, but
Oh, that's fine. I just wasn't sure.
they don't listen, I don't think.
I know.
Even though I
But
keep telling
yeah.
them to.
They also did the announcement with the 70s music video. Did y'all see that one?
I love that video.
I did.
It's
yeah.
so good, yeah.
I've watched it. I won't. I mean, I might have watched it a few times.
Yeah, like I like how they had like it's the fact that they had all the actors out of their
Right.
makeup and all that, and they're actually in the music video.
Well, like
So at
the first time I watched it, I didn't realize it was them,
Yeah,
and I was like, and then I was like, wait, that looks like Gamora or whatever. I can't remember. I don't know her actual name.
yeah.
I was like, oh, it looks like her. And then at the very end, when Chris Pratt took the suit off, I was like,
Yeah.
wait. I was like, they're in the freaking video.
I was laughing really hard because I only noticed when Batista showed up. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
that's Batista.
Well, yeah.
I
So
know.
then I watched it a few more times, and I started pointing everybody out. And I was like, oh, okay, I see who's who.
Yeah, because when I first saw it, when it first opened up, I was like, they used an old music video to promote this, and I saw like, oh, it has GOTG at the top in neon letters.
Yeah.
They actually shot this like an old 70s music video. That's really
Yeah.
nice.
I thought it was really cool. And then I found a behind like the scenes video where they were just like talking about it and like it was
need
pretty
to
cool. I
watch
was like, that's a good way to like be like, hey, the movie's out.
Yeah, just to promote it. Yeah, get that out
Yeah,
there.
just make a whole fucking 70s music video.
It's really good, and you know they had fun doing it.
Oh yeah, they were
That's really
they
good.
were eating it up.
I need to go out and buy that on Blu-ray. That'll be really fun to watch again.
We should get it on 4K.
Dude, it's like $25 for 4K, and you can get it like $19 for Blu-ray.
We don't have the Blu-ray and everything.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to you'd have to be having a freaking 4K TV before that.
I'm not being serious here. You know
I
that,
know.
right?
Yes, I know. I'm just like,
I
fuck.
don't have a 4K TV either. I'll wait till 4K TVs are like the standard and really cheap
Yeah,
again.
when 4K becomes the new HD TV.
Exactly, yeah. When they just like they're phasing them out. I'm like, now's
Yeah.
the time to shine.
Yeah, that's when I'll get a 4K when they're not nearly $1,000.
Exactly. But besides Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which everybody should go out and get and see if they haven't already, because now it's out there, we should move on to
You all right there?
Oh, why am I so dry? Okay. My favorite part of the podcast, the Q&A session. If you'd like to send us a question, you can do so in the comments below, or you can send it to mondaynightwolfcast@gmail.com. Hey boys,
What was that?
what's
What
that
was
address?
that, bro?
Oh.
Monday Night Wolfcast at gmail.com.
Hey Brian, what's that?
I think it's Monday Night Wolfcast at yahoo.com.
Oh, that's incorrect. That will get you hit.
No, sorry, Gmail. Wait, final answer.
Okay, he didn't say final answer. He's clear now. I was about to send
Can
him
I
the
buy a
boxing glove.
vowel?
Yeah. Can I phone a friend?
Yes.
Okay, I want to call Scoots. Scoot, answer your phone.
No.
I was gonna edit in the phone call and everything. The number you reached has been disconnected.
I'll call you.
Phone a friend, 50-50.
But I'm phoning a friend. Why would you call me?
You both call each other, phone a friend, but you cancel each
I missed
other
that
out.
call. I missed that call, so I have to call back.
But you're calling back while I'm in the middle of calling you again.
You're just gonna cancel each other out.
Just an endless loop of missing each other's calls.
That's Monday Night
Can I just text a
Wolfcast
friend?
at gmail.com. And we have one question coming in this week from none other than Jin the Wolf. Our boy for 36 straight.
He's the man.
He's the man. The man with the plan and the questions. It goes something like this. He said it'll always be Wait. Okay, he said hydrosity to me, darn it. Okay, so he's one of the guys we talked about that says hydrosity instead of hydro city. I sometimes still say that, Jin.
I can see his point here, though, with being hydro and velocity. I never thought of it that way.
That's the way I always saw it, like hydrosity or hydro city. When I was a kid, I always called it hydrosity. But then people started saying, no, it's hydro city. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
I always thought it was hydro too, but it just, yeah.
I'm trying to think. How's it spelled out? Let me look it up real quick. Because if there's no space between it, then it would be hydrosity. But if there's just like a hydro space city.
No, it's all together, I believe.
It's all together, yeah. So
it
could be whatever you want. I think it's hydrosity then, because
I guess
wouldn't it be hydro space city?
I think Sega just needs to be all like, let's talk about our hydrosity zone, and then everyone's gonna be like, oh god,
there's never been an official announcer that says like hydro city.
I think it's supposed to be hydrosity, but it just sounds better as hydro city. But it's not really
it is a city in the background. It looks like a little bit of a city, a sunken city.
More like an underwater cavern, I think.
This is going to be a big debating point. If you think it's Hydro City, let us know in the comment city below.
Like if you think Hydro City, dislike if you think Hydro City.
Unsubscribe if you think it's wrong. If you think we're all wrong.
If you think he's wrong, email him at MondayNightWolfcast@gmail.com.
It's okay. They're worried about the whole Superman thing. Remember this.
That's true. We've given them a lot of homework.
Yeah.
Oh, you're overloading them.
Oh, don't worry about it. I got more for them later.
We all love you guys, though.
We love you guys. Thank you for listening and sending us questions, especially you, Jen.
Yeah, that's what
he said it's a pet peeve of his. Anyway, he said I enjoy Brian for the podcast and hope to hear more from him. He's A-okay in my books. Hear that, Brian?
Yeah, thank you. I feel that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better.
Yeah, it was gonna be a hard act to replace Bert when you were coming in. You're gonna have a lot of like angry mail coming towards your way. How dare you replace Bert? Bert's the fan favorite. We love Bert.
We want this new guy dead.
Yeah, right. Like down with Brian, up with Bert.
There is someone who wants Bert back, but we're not going into details with that.
Hashtag not my Bert.
Not my
not my B name.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like Brian survived, and now he's the accepted replacement.
Appreciate
it. Good job, Brian. You did it. You survived the hazing last week too.
You can't see it, but I'm over here shaking my hands in a victory pose. I'm doing the Sonic Mania victory pose.
Nice. Doing a little finger wag.
He has to jump straight up in the air, though.
No, he jumps at a slight angle.
That is true.
Not straight up in the air. It's at an angle.
He still jumps.
Right now, Brian was jumping and hitting the sign. That fell from the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm constantly bouncing the sign up for 10,000 points.
On one end of the sign is Bert's face, and on the other side is his face. Okay.
Anyway,
the question reads: in your opinion, what are some of the worst water levels you have ever had the displeasure of playing in video games? Ooh, that's a good question.
Labyrinth Zone Sonic Hedgehog Episode 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but you know what? I could one up you.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 6.
I never got there, so
After
I can't.
you fight Deborah.
Rest in peace, Deborah.
You're at an underwater level. This underwater level, then you have a giant, crazy, mutated shark after you, and you're underwater, and you're drowning, and we're trying to navigate things, and you have to deal with jump scares underwater, plus drowning.
I don't know. That sounds like fun.
It sounds like a hydrophobia.
And then you have to do a quick time event underwater, and you have to mash like crazy. Because, Jaws is after you.
Sharknado's
you almost
after you.
drown in Labyrinth Zone.
But yes, there's that one area in Labyrinth Zone I don't like. The
Or can you-
endless.
I was gonna say, can you count the water part from Chemical Plant
No, well,
You mean that little-
that everyone notoriously hates?
You mean that little
the-
area where it has those
Where you-
little blocks that go up?
and the,
Yeah, where
the
you
water
water
floods.
rising?
Yep.
Where you got crushed?
Thanks for reminding me. I spin dash into the area, and next thing I die. The block is automatically moving to the corner. It was a cheap death.
If it makes you feel better, I did that 3 times in a row because I didn't realize that was
Cheap
what killed me.
death. You need to
I've
see
never
that.
died like
Wolf.
that because
You go
I always
faster
get
than the
scared.
freaking camera. It's like you can't do anything about it.
I'm too scared of Crushy Death to go that fast because I know that area too well.
Well, I mean, I've done it in the Sonic 2 and I never had that problem. So in Mania, I'm just like, oh, I got this shit, and I fucking spin towards it and die.
I just like how they specifically kept that part of the level.
Oh
And
yeah,
I was
no,
like,
that's the best part.
I shake my
glad they
fist
did.
at that. I shake my fist at that all the time. I'm like, oh, this
More
part.
day.
Oh, I love it. At the same time, I hate it.
I
They
can't
did
stop
it.
jamming to Chemical Plant, but why this part?
Why this one specifically? Yeah, it's like you. Okay, so your answer is the Resident Evil one. Brian, you said Labyrinth Zone.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, what are some of the worst ones? There are a lot of bad water. I don't like water levels in general. I love and hate it at the same time. I like Echo the Dolphin, but some of those levels, when you get like to the last levels, the deep dark underwater levels, there's one called, is it Deep Dark or Deep Blue? There's a level called that, and there are no air bubbles. There are no air spots to get air. It's just you have a time limit to like figure out all these damn puzzles, and there's freaking giant prehistoric crabs floating around and all these.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's like you go back in time to like the prehistoric era, and there's like crazy creatures underwater, and you're like that. Everything's trying to kill you, and you don't have like that many chances to get air, and you have to solve puzzles. And I hated that level so much. I don't know if it's from. I was gonna say I don't remember if it's from Echo 1 or Tides of Time, but I remember I hated that level so much. The game itself is fun though, if you can get over the hydrophobia aspect of it. That's my answer. Whatever the level was called, whether it was Deep Dark or Deep Blue, I forget what it was. One where you go back in time to the prehistoric era and there's all this crazy crap trying to kill you down there. That's my answer. So a hearty second place goes to when I was a kid, I hated Super Mario Sunshine. I don't know if you guys remember that sea level where you have to go underwater and brush that big eel's teeth.
Oh.
That scared the holy crap out of me.
Yeah, I can see where you were getting scared.
Yeah, I already have a deep underwater fear, and as you're sinking down and you see those glowing eyes, I'm like, what is that? What the hell's... And it starts like coming up. I'm like, ah! I like turned the game off. I had like a mini panic attack. I was like, nope. I just see these giant teeth coming. I thought it was gonna eat me. So I was like, I picnicked and like noped the hell out of there. I was like, nope.
You picnicked?
I picnicked. I can't stand it. I hate
Laid down
underwater.
a blanket and ate some tuna salad.
Yeah, I just turned the game off and opened up a little blanket and had like a little had a little picnic with myself. I was like, what am I doing with my life right now when I'm playing this game? I don't like underwater things, and that's one of my biggest fears is going that far down underwater where you can't see anything. And there's a giant, like, eldritch abomination creature down there trying to... Nah, I don't do that.
You just want some dental hygiene.
I realized that later, but when it first shoots up at you with its mouth open, I was like, ah!
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, not playing this anymore.
Understandable.
Yeah, I went back and played it later. Oh, and finally, this one is really silly, but as a kid, again, fear of underwater. Have any of you guys played Ape Escape?
Ah,
I have.
I haven't, but I've seen a lot of gameplay on it, so
There's a level.
kind of remember.
There is a level, I forget where it was, but there's a part where you have to, I don't know if you remember, Scoots, where you have to jump into like a little raft,
Yes.
and there's a giant, like, you see that giant fish down there with the electricity?
Yes.
That thing freaked, I could not get past that level because of that. I was always
didn't
scared
like
the
the
thing
fish?
would, I don't like giant like fish, and it's
Well,
like
it looks better on the PSP version, just to let you know.
oh probably. I remember because I remember the first time I went straight into the level. I didn't use the raft, and I didn't know there was a fish in that level, that giant fish that tries to kill you. And I just remember
Right.
swimming through the water, and I turned around the corner. There it is, staring me down. I was like, and I was like, game is not being played anymore. I had to go back and revisit that when I was older. I freaked out. I don't like giant things underwater that want to kill you, because I feel helpless underwater, and I can't fight back against it. That's my fear. And those are my top 3 underwater level picks.
I was gonna also say like any water dungeon from Zelda just sucks.
That's true too, because
But I mean, that's
everyone hates the water temple.
especially Twilight Princess. Like, that one can just go to hell.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it wasn't as bad as Ocarina of Time because I'm very biased.
Well, Ocarina of Time was just so bad because you have to freaking like
Lower.
lower it, drop it, lower it, rise it, lower it, rise it, and I'm like,
Well, once you understand it, then
yeah,
it's not
easy.
it's not entirely bad. Then you'll realize that dungeon was pretty freaking short.
Yeah, I just had to. My final answer be a Sonic level since we keep talking about Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic seems to pop up a lot around here.
Hey, you guys want to talk about Sonic?
Yeah, let's talk about Sonic Mania a little bit more.
No. Let's talk about some, Sonic 06.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, podcast is over now.
Yeah.
Got some water levels. We got some bad water levels there.
Oh yeah, we do.
That whole game is a bad water level.
It is. That's
Yeah,
true. You're fighting the physics the whole time.
Playing that game is like getting waterboarded.
Like I said, you want to know
It
a bad
is.
water level in that game? It was called the first level.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
For
beach.
Brian. It's called Mach Speed.
It's called
John,
Brian.
we're not gonna make
Has
it.
that
Better
level 'cause
speed
it's
up.
so terrible.
That game is awful.
Speed up
Hate it.
You just run into a wall endlessly for all time
and die.
and
I
die.
went into
And
that
then
game knowing how terrible it was. And I was like, trying to play it, and I just like get halfway through the first level. Nope.
question, Brian:
What?
PS3 or 360 version?
360.
Okay, you dodged the like it's still crap, but it's less crap than the PS3 version.
Yeah.
No, I will stream that one day. It'll be
You
fun.
should
And
really
I'll
get
stream
into
Lost
that.
World.
Really get into that
Everyone will vomit.
inconsistent.
Everyone
Yep.
will vomit.
Oh
Putting
boy.
the Bert in the jar.
It's 30 frames Sonic 06.
It's 30 frames. Oh, he loves Sonic 06. He talks about it all the
bet.
time.
I bet. Sonic 06 is great.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait for Game of the Year edition.
Oh.
All the
Yeah,
hard mode DLC
yeah.
included.
Let me ask you
11
something.
years too late.
Wolf,
Mhm. Yeah.
would you play Sonic Lost World or Sonic 06? Choose your poison.
Oh boy.
I think that
It's like asking me, do you want to be kicked in the dick or do you want to be punched in the balls?
We've gone over this once everlasting.
That's true.
You had to pick. You can't puss out.
I'll take a kick in the dick, please, for 100.
So which one's the kick in the dick?
Okay, here's the question. Sonic 06 in totality, as in the whole
Yes.
thing?
Yeah,
Or-
the whole thing.
You have
Or
to speed
Lost-
run
and
it
Lost
with
World,
all
the whole
next
thing.
worlds.
Including the silver level with
Okay, I take
global
your kick in the
ending.
dick. That
True
is
ending.
Lost World. I take
Yeah.
Lost
Yeah.
World.
I rather deal with Zavik too.
Lost World is at least controllable.
No, that's what. No,
Yeah.
I hate the controls in Lost World. That's the only thing I
Well,
don't
I'm
like
not
about
saying
it.
they're good, but like in 06, you push a button and like, oh, you glitch through the wall, you're dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's speed up.
It's competent. Lost World is competent.
Or
I just don't like the
would you-
controls.
Would you rather play Sonic Lost World or Sonic Boom?
Lost World. If I have to beat Sonic Boom again, I'm not doing it. That game is awful. Wait, Knuckles glitch or no?
Only half of the game.
If I could use it for the second half, then sure, I do Boom. Oh, that game is awful.
I still
But-
haven't played it.
Don't.
Don't.
Not
want
that I'm eager to play it, but I'm just like,
You decide to buy that. I will go to your place.
not
I will grab
buying
that
it.
copy of Sonic Boom. I will smack the crap out of you with it.
And then you'll be
Not
like,
just
watch.
one smack.
I
You'll
would
be like-
only
It'll be
play
the
it.
whole day.
No,
The
I
whole
don't only
day.
play it if I got it for free.
And then he'll be like, don't play the game. Watch the show instead.
Then once you put it in your Wii U, I might have to take the
Yeah,
Wii U
go
and
sick.
beat the crap out of you with it. With the disc in there, obviously.
Ejected at him real
Avatar.
fast.
Make sure your Wii U gets destroyed.
Oh, that's just being sad.
Then
It's
how
just
would he be
teaching
able
you
to
a
play
lesson.
Smash? He wouldn't be able to play Smash after that, because that's the only way you can play it
Yeah,
right now.
because I've played Smash recently.
Whatever. He wants the Switch version that's non-existent at the moment.
We
I
all want the Switch version that's
We
non-existent.
all want it, but they're not going to do it
'Cause they're
for a while.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Nintendo released the last bit of Amiibos, you know.
It'll be Super Smash Bros. Brawl DX.
Oh my god, no. Now with more tripping.
Omega Smash Brothers.
And with
Wii
more
U.
Kirby characters.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Sakurai loves adding his Kirby characters. Not that I'm complaining, I love D&D.
Or it'll be more Kid Icarus characters.
That's true, he
Don't
did have a
forget,
hand in
that's
that, so
all
he now... Yeah. Any game he worked on gets, like, carte blanche on, like, the roster. Unless it's Fire
Or
Emblem.
more Fire Emblem.
I was gonna say, unless it's Fire Emblem, because he likes... apparently he likes Fire Emblem a lot.
Or we can do a real bad segue and be like, well, they have Bayonetta, and Bayonetta is similar playstyle to Devil May Cry. So they
Right.
have Dante from
They'll
Devil May
add
Cry.
Alman Celica. Don't worry. Oh, I just said the worst name for you.
Oh,
Justin.
I hate Celica, I hate it. I hate all
You know the
Celicas.
funny thing? You know the funny thing is the Fire Emblem Celica has the red hair, the red eyes, just like Celica from
I
that
seen
one
it.
game.
I seen it.
But it's
Yeah.
it is so much better character than the one in Blaze Blue. But we're not
Probably. I mean, that's not
They
hard
could
to
add
do. You just
Beautiful
got...
Joe.
You would fit. And, you know,
Don't act like Mary
Capcom is
Sue.
in good graces with them.
God, I found a fucking video clip of that game, and I was like, oh, I forgot how terribly old it is.
Beautiful Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, if they came out with like a remake or sequel or something, I'd totally play it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
but Capcom's
Capcom. I was
hurting.
gonna say, it's modern Capcom. That's not gonna happen.
If it's not Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, or
Yeah.
what's another? Oh, Resident Evil.
They
Then
just do like a Capcom Classic Arcade and put like other old school games
we kind of
Alright.
did that with PS3 and Xbox 360.
with
The
Resident
old
Evil Revelations.
You can get Resident Evil Revelations on 360 and PS3. I have it.
But can you get it as a deluxe combo pack on Capcom? No.
Nope.
I just want them to misspell it again, just for old time's sake.
Just to get it again.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just to relive that.
But they'll do something interesting. They'll be like Resident Evil Revo.
Revo.
So-
Resident Evil revamped.
For a new age. This isn't your daddy's Resident Evil.
Jesus.
You know, when that game comes out on the 29th, I might have to, you know, I don't even know how many times it's been now. I might have to get it.
Yeah.
Quadruple dip.
No, it's beyond that now.
Quintuple dip.
That's like 5,
Oh,
right?
no.
Octagon dip.
Yeah, there you
Octodip.
go. Octodip.
Pentagon.
Sounds like a
Get an
nasty
Octodip
Splatoon
in
item.
here. I don't
But
even know how many
yeah.
times I bought that. Just like Resident Evil 4. I have an ungodly amount of Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. Didn't you
Yeah.
buy me Resident Evil 4?
I don't
You
know.
did.
Yeah, I did.
Did.
For Steam. Yeah. Play it. Great game.
I played 1 minute of it, I
Play it. Great game.
think. Got it. I'll do a playthrough recording of it.
Shoot people in the face. Do
Just
it.
because I've never played it before and I don't know what I'm doing.
Really fun.
Well, that's it for the podcast. We did it, guys. Any final words you guys want to give to our listeners before we turn it off, before we go off?
Send your questions to mondaynightwolfcast@gmail.com.
I'd love
Gmail.com.
it. Gmail.com.
Not Yahoo. Gmail.
Gmail.
At
We'll
Yahoo.
read your questions next time, we promise. And the next podcast will be on the 11th of September. Oof.
Oh, great.
Oof. What a date. Yeah. So, thanks for listening, everybody. This has been a podcast. Appreciate
What are
you all.
what are you gonna do in the between the 11 and the
Sorry,
11?
what was that?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, what?
Sonic Mania comes out on PC, I hear.
Sonic
It
Mania.
comes out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice, keep that
So
canon
does something
alive.
else.
SNES Classic goes out to stores. Good luck with that, everybody.
Yeah. May Mike Hager be with you.
Wait,
Yeah, may the Mike Hager be with you.
is that next week?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 29th.
29th.
I thought it was September 29th.
Nope.
Is it?
It's August 29th. Yep.
Hang on.
Tuesday.
I thought I saw.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go to GameStop. I'm gonna have to, bring my best Dio and be like, the Wando! Then I'm gonna have to pull out knives, and then I'm gonna have to go Tokyo away, and then start throwing shit. Then slam a freaking.
Oh, hey, it is September
steamroller.
29th.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yep. Oh, it is? Oh, never mind.
Yep. I went. It's on Nintendo's page.
Well, I guess I'm just wrong then.
Slam a steamroller on people. There we go. Punch the crap out of the steamroller and watch it blow up.
Oh my god, if you can get your hands on it, it has an operations manual with a poster on the back.
Oh, great.
Hey, it's like that Toe Jam and Earl poster I gave you.
I love it. I'm going to frame
still
it and
have
put it on
that?
my wall. Yeah?
I thought you framed it.
No, I didn't yet. It's still tucked
Why
away
haven't you
safely
framed
in
it?
its case. Because I
I
have to
should
buy a
have just gave you a
frame.
frame. I should have just gave you my damn frame.
I would have taken it.
I know you would have. You take anything,
I will.
It'd be a
including
big
Sonic the
demand.
Black Knight.
Nope.
You'll
That's
take that.
rejected.
Would you rather play Black Knight or Sacred Rings?
Secret Rings.
Ooh. Or would you play Black Knight or Lost World?
Lost World.
Black Knight or Boom?
Oh.
I choose not to answer that. In fact, I'm choosing to end the podcast.
Actually,
What are you guys doing?
You know what we're gonna be doing?
What's that?
If it has online multiplayer,
What's that?
Pike and Bowl. I'll buy it for you. It'll be like $5.
If it does have online multiplayer, do it. If not, then don't.
Do it anyway.
We're
No.
gonna do some bowling, some awesome bowling, and then we're gonna be a panda bear and robot bowling, and there'll be a demon out of nowhere bowling. It'll be great. Be a fun
I'll play
time.
Steve in both my boxing gloves.
And then Bert will just pull out his lucky Chloe. Ugh.
Yeah, he'll get lucky.
Ugh.
Anything you two are doing next weeks till the next podcast?
I'm probably gonna attempt to see Hitman's Bodyguard
Yeah, I was probably gonna watch that too.
because I do want to see that. I said it
I
last.
can't wait to
last
hear
time,
your
but I'll say it
impressions next
again,
week.
I'll attempt to get the Splatoon 2. Depending on
bucket
how
list.
paychecks roll out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we have the next Splatfest to do too.
Will that be by the next podcast
Yeah.
or before?
Yeah, I think it might be by next podcast.
Okay.
I'm not exactly 100% sure because
Who
been a while
knows?
since I-
Maybe I'll join in for that. Maybe I'll just.
Team Invisibility or Team Flight.
Invisibility.
Flight.
Flight.
I want to be able to do what I want when I want.
Yeah, but you're limited because
But
you
you
have to
gotta be
take off
naked.
all your clothes. You have to be
I
naked.
mean, I don't like wearing clothes anyway, so that's a win.
Oh,
Kudos to
you.
someone's moving, and then you try to sneak up behind the guy, and then the dude just like claws you in the
in the jump.
crotch. Yeah. Like, what the hell did I just touch?
And then he just hears from behind him like, oh yeah, yeah.
No, because it would be like a Mach 4, so you'll be on the ground like,
He'll be like, I think the store's on it. I think I just hit someone's jug.
like, what the hell did I
You
just
just
hit?
yum shit somebody.
Fetal
I'll just
position.
haunt him for the rest of his life.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know why, but my testicles always hurt. Someone keeps
Well,
kicking me in the dick.
I'll just freaking, I'll just buy a cup and put that like mirror spray paint on it so it just reflects shit.
That works.
You don't
You gotta
see
freak
it.
people out with that.
You just see a reflection in my genital region. Like, what
There's
the
a-
hell is going on
There's a
here?
floating mirror.
See, I'd rather have flight. I'd rather get the hell out of here. And not
Yeah, me
have to,
too.
You know what? It'll save so much money on gas. I'll just
Yeah.
fly.
Just fly to work.
Yeah,
All
but, like-
extra money, I could buy stuff.
It's like, I want $10,000. I'm just gonna walk down to the bank and go grab it. They can't stop me.
Well,
But
they can.
where you gonna put the money?
Oh, I
You
just
want
want
pockets?
Yeah, but it's gonna be floating money.
We'll just think the store's haunted. I'll just carry that shit out. Like,
They'll shoot the money and then they'll kill
what are
you.
they gonna, what are they gonna do? Arrest me?
They'll shoot the money, which will kill you. The money's floating. Shoot it.
I'll put.
Oh god, why is there red going everywhere?
You get shot while you're invisible. Is your blood invisible too, or you just leave like a blood trail?
The blood's non-visible and it just splatters everywhere.
And they try to go after somebody and they slip.
But like I'm covered in blood, so they can still see me, but I'm still.
It's just like the outline of your body, just like covered in blood. Like you shot me, you mother freakers.
Well, I'd obviously go in there and take their guns first.
Good lord, what have we done?
Invisibility is the scumbag ability. Flight is for the people
Apparently.
with light.
I steal people's shit all day.
Yeah.
You just want some McDonald's? Just walk in there, walk behind the counter, and be like, "Excuse me." Just
The only thing that will
Nuggets.
always give you away is that it floats with you. There'll always be floating shit.
You can
Like,
mess
there's
with people. That's the best thing about invisibility is you can mess with people.
That's about it.
exactly.
I would get food and just like move it around just to scare people. Little kids and stuff be like, "Woo!" and the kids like, "Ah, it goes!"
I'd like pick up a nugget and just slowly like tear it apart in my hand, so they just see a nugget just tearing.
Just staring apart in the air, just creepy like. That nugget's.
And then I go up to a person and be like, "That's you next."
I'll grab a Tails doll as I'm invisible.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that'd be totally scary.
Invisibility does sound fun when you put it like that. But I'll stick with flight.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tried to convince you.
You tried. A for effort.
Be like a Dragon Ball Z character and fly around places.
I'll
Yep.
take invisibility so I can go to work and not be bothered by peak customers.
But I can
that's not
fly. I'll just stay up in the ceiling when it gets to that point. Fuck you all.
The 10-foot rule, Scott, applies to all directions, not just horizontal direction.
Damn.
I'll drop something on them. It's not 10 foot.
It's like, sir, come down here. You're fired. No,
Oh,
you
crap.
can't get me.
I can't hear you up here.
They just pull out a forklift and they start
I
going.
fly, I fly right back down, grab a mattress, put it up there. I don't care.
Can you fly with the mattress?
We
Yeah.
assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just flying or just like levitating? Like you can make things.
No, it's flying.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's straight up flying.
I assume you can pick up things when you fly.
The only time flying would be cool is if you're in an Iron Man suit and you could just like.
No,
Yeah.
I could ruin it for Justin. So you know what the gift of flight does? It makes you Superman.
No, there's plenty of superheroes that can fly. It's fine.
Okay.
As long as you don't have godly powers with it, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Batman can fly if he has enough
But
updraft.
maybe you want to be the Sentry one day.
Oh god, Sentry's awful.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, well, alright. You know what? On that note, it's time to
This is
end this
officially
fucking
over.
thing. It's over. Play me out, fucking boring ass Superman. Oh, don't get us copyright real quick.
Well, this is the Scoots variation.
I use a. You want to sing the whole theme for us for the end of the podcast?
He's humming it for you so you don't get copyright strike.
Keep going.